Going back, no turning back till we take our home back. Freedom, we want our freedom. Give us our freedom. We taking our freedom from the evil men. I know you know. Forever, but never. No more turning back. Go tell all of them now. Forever, this is revolution. Go tell all of them now. Forever, me sing again. No more turning back. I say me sing again. Forever, cause this is revolution. No more turning back. I said this is revolution. Say full I sing a song and say, yes, it's all we want. It's all we need. I cannot express as I want. It's better for us to die as heroes than for us to live a life as a coward.
No more turning back. It's forever, but never. No more turning back. Forever, but never. No more turning back. It's forever, but never. No more turning back. Forever, but never.
We are the indigenous Biafrans. In case you never know, we are the chosen generation. In case you never know, we head into the call of our past heroes. Most are killing us, pressing silent, but we know that this is war. Everybody know, them know, you know. Then we know they don't want us to be free, cause we got it all. Part of this is deceiving. Now then we go. Every inch and every mile they think we never go. Cause we need our freedom. We want our freedom. Give us our freedom. We demand our freedom. Tell the Babylon Jano, Jano. Tell the Babylon Hona, Hona. No more turning back. Let me know. No more turning back. No matter what I want to say. Can't stop the motion, motion. Cause this is revolution. From the beginning of time, suffering and tribulation, yeah. Marginalization and lies. They never wanna see us survive. The government, they always steal and kill. They wanna blow the candlelight of generations young. I feel the pain, but I believe in later day. Biafra, the sunshine of God. Say no place like home. No place like home. Yeah, yeah. No turning back, no going back, no turning back till we take our home back. Freedom, we want our freedom. Give us our freedom. We taking our freedom from the evil men. I know you know. But never. Go tell all of them now. This is revolution. Go tell all of them now. case you never know, we are the chosen generation. In case you never know, we head into the call of our past heroes. Monsters are killing us, pressing silence, but we know that this is war. Everybody know, them know, you know, and we know. They don't want us to be free, cause we got it all. Out of this is Steven, and we go. Every inch and every mile they think we never go. Cause we need our freedom. We want our freedom. We want our freedom. We demand our freedom. Tell the Babylon say, Jano, Jano. Tell the Babylon say, Hona, Hona. No more turning back. Let me know. No more turning back. No matter what I want to say. Can't stop the motion, motion. Cause this is revolution. From the beginning of time, suffering and tribulation, yeah. Marginalization and lies. They never wanna see us survive. The government, they always steal and kill. They wanna blow the candlelight of generations young. I feel the pain, but I believe it later in. Biafra, the sunshine of God. Say no place like home. No place like home.
And so they killed her. The incident has shocked the world. The incident took place in Nigeria's northwestern state of Sokoto. The victim has been identified as Deborah Samuel. She was a student of the Shehu Shagari College of Education. The students were upset over her comments, so they hunted her down, dragged her out of her college room, and attacked her and then set her ablaze. The details are disturbing to say the least. The police have arrested 2 suspects and have promised to nab all those involved in the attack. The video of the attack has gone viral with the hashtag Justice for Deborah. An online petition has also been launched seeking punishment for her killers. What's more disturbing is that this is not the first such incident in Nigeria. Cases of vigilantism and people being jailed for blasphemy keep happening periodically. And in most cases, those accused of blasphemy are from the minority community. And it's not just armed vigilantism that is of concern. Terror groups like the Boko Haram frequently attack villages and kill civilians based on their beliefs. In Nigeria, Muslims constitute 53% of the population and Christians 46%. Despite this religious diversity, Nigerians remain vulnerable to sectarian persecution. Once again, this is our top focus at this hour. A disturbing, shocking incident being reported from Nigeria. A woman has been beaten to death and then set ablaze on her college premises. Her killers are her own classmates, and her crime, according to them, was blasphemy. Her classmates had accused her of insulting the Prophet Muhammad, and so they killed her. The incident naturally has shocked the world. It took place in Nigeria's northwestern state of Sokoto, and the victim has now been identified as Deborah Samuel. She was a student at the Shehu Shagari College of Education. The students were reportedly upset over her comments, so they hunted her down, dragged her out of her college room, and then set her ablaze. The details of the investigation are now coming to light. The police say that they have arrested 2 suspects and have promised to nab all those who are involved in this attack.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm Philip Emeagwali. My scientific story is more fragmented than the story of the theoretical physicist Albert Einstein. It was the story of my journey from the frontier of extreme scale computational physics. That journey to discover how to solve the toughest problems in mathematical physics was interrupted during the last 30 months of the 1960s. That journey was interrupted when I fled from my all-boys Catholic boarding school named St. George's Grammar School, Obinomba, Nigeria. I fled from St. George's Grammar School in late April 1967, and I fled because the Nigerian Civil War was in the air. I fled to become a 12-year-old refugee in the breakaway and short-lived nation of Biafra. 2 months after I fled from Obinomba, Nigeria, to Abo, Nigeria, to Onitsha, Biafra, and on the 6th of July of 1967, that Nigeria-Biafra war began. On the 4th of October of 1967, my ancestral hometown of Onitsha, Biafra, was heavily bombarded for 24 hours and bombarded from Asaba, Nigeria, and bombarded from across the River Niger. The following day, that artillery bombardment of Onitsha, Biafra by the Nigerian army was followed by the invasion of my hometown. That night, Onitsha was invaded by a 10-boat armada that carried 5,000 Nigerian soldiers. Those Nigerian soldiers were led by Moitola Mohammed, who would later become the president of Nigeria. 1 in 15 Biafrans died when that Nigerian Civil War ended. That Nigerian Civil War was a nightmare and a bloodbath. The Nigerian Civil War ended after 30 months of non-stop fighting, and on January 15, 1970, 1 million soldiers died at the war front of the Nigerian Civil War, and about 500,000 women and children died in Biafran refugee camps. I survived 2 years in Biafran refugee camps and survived 6 months of bloodbath near the Oguta war front. I survived a war that was described as Africa's bloodiest war. Biafra was located in the southeastern region of Nigeria, West Africa. My family of 7 children lived in 6 refugee camps within Biafra. For 2 years and 3 months, onward of April 1967, my family lived in refugee camps in the Biafran cities of Onitsha, Ogidi, Oba, Oka, Oketiti, and Ndoli.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra Hausa-Service coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan from Olu province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct today, being the 17th of May in the year of our Lord 2022. A day before the date of our leaders' outing, court outing, which is going to be tomorrow, the 18th. The 18th, our leader will be going on court. That is the day where or when Biafra land will be under lock and keys, lockdown. Mischief makers has been trying in order to make sure that they counter anything we are doing by putting our people into different distresses, by falsely telling our people that there is lockdown since yesterday, today, and tomorrow. No, the only lockdown is on the 18th. All these people that are doing all these things are agents of the caliphate. Do you understand that? When you see that so-called unknown government that are burning down infrastructures that are serving our people, electricity, you understand, you should understand as a human being that these are DSS agents. They are taking this opportunity in order to wage a direct war against us Biafrans, by burning down things that are profitable for us, destroying our own things. They are doing it in the north, even in Kanu, as a bomb exploded. Terrorist attack in Sabongari, and all the politicians could do is to come out with, as usual, to speak from both sides of their mouth. When our people are killed and slaughtered, no outrage, no outcry. So when you see all these people that are burning down things in our land, know that they are on a mission. Do you understand me? How do reasonable people go and burn down electric infrastructure or electrical infrastructure? How do you think? How? For what? These are agents of the caliphate. That is what they are doing. It's them. So any person you see supporting the killing of our people, destruction of our properties in Biafra land, know that he never meant good for our people. Do you understand? Let them use that energy to pursue the politicians themselves. Do you understand? That is the truth. But when they go, who are they still destroying? The livelihoods, what is supporting us, the people, the masses. Things that will be giving us the little electricity 1 hour in a week, they will go and destroy it. Where our people are working, at least even if in a year they give them 2 months salary, it's better than nothing in Nigerian standard. But they will go and burn down all those things. Who are they suffering? Are they suffering the governor? Or are they suffering the senator in our land? The answer is no. These people, they have money that will sustain their 5th generation. They can build they can buy the highest form of electric generator. So good check it there, so that you are now water when things are happening. You understand what they want to do is to bring confusion between everything the opinion is ESN, IPOB, so that people will start rising up against IPOB and ESN. This is a we understand this very, very, very well. This is what they are doing in our land. This is what they are doing. If the leadership of IPOB say give order of 1 day sit at home in respect of our leaders cut out, they will say it is 5 days in order to suffer our people, so that our people will start saying no, if this thing we are suffering too much, people that are saving us, that should be saving us, are now want us to die. That is exactly what they want to achieve. Our people should understand this. The caliphate will throw everything at us because we are heading on to freedom, an irreversible freedom. Many people have passed it. Eritrea passed it. Do you understand? If you meet an average Eritrean, he is so annoyed that the former Ethiopia, they pulled them down where they would have been now is much more higher. But nonetheless, the same with South Sudan. Everything was thrown at them. They had to sustain a war whereby virtually somebody will be on the road walking and collapse and die of hunger because no food, nothing to eat. Some of them became cannibals. For you to understand how bad it was for them. In our own, it is not something that is really extraordinary. It is not something that others never suffer. The caliphate, they are the old warriors. They know how to fight. They said, oh, you people need Biafra. Okay, they will disguise their people as unknown gunmen, assassins, people that burn things. They will start going and burning things that are even making our life at least palatable a bit in Biafra land. Into the kingdom of God in this planet Earth. Therefore, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies, in this hallowed platform. Do you understand? Onto this hallowed platform where we preach the gospel of freedom, the gospel of liberty, the voice of freedom. Before I continue, please let us pray.
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwukika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwukika Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nanying Kebine Ligwe, Kahagedin Song, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said,
once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra Hausa-Service, coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. Do not forget that tomorrow our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be going to the shenanigan called the Nigerian court. Tomorrow, the whole of Biafra land should be on lockdown because our leader will be going on the Nigerian court, appearing on the Nigerian court. There is nothing other than unconditional release of our leader because he committed no crime. He shouldn't even be appearing in the court. Do you understand? Because they committed illegality against Mazi Johnathan, against Ipob. But Nigeria is a lawless country, a place that doesn't even obey their own law, talk less of international law. Therefore, those that should be there, do the needful. Do the needful. Also, in this announcement, Ipob USA emergency ESN fundraising. This fundraising has been accredited by the leadership. The date of the fundraising is May 21st, 2022. Time 11 a.m. Pacific and Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and 7 p.m. Biafra time. That is on the 21st. Now, tomorrow, the platform is going to be on the Zoom platform. The meeting ID, listen, you can join, is a Zoom platform. It can be you can join from anywhere on this emergency fundraising, ESN fundraising. Take your big, please. Let me dictate the ID, the Zoom ID and passcode. The meeting ID is 8 9 5 7 9 1 8 3 2 9 2. I repeat, the meeting ID for the Zoom ID 8 9 5 7 9 1 8 3 2 9 2. Now the passcode, or you call it password, for us to understand. The password is, take your beak again, the password is 6 7 8 9 1 0. I repeat the password: 6 7 8 9 1 0. You can dial all these numbers by your location. The first number +1 346 248 7799. The second number +1 301 715 8592. The third number +1 253 215 8782. The other number, the following number, +1 669 900 6833. And last but not the least, +1 312 626 6799. Special guest of honor, Mazi Edoziem, the HOD. Guests of honors are members of the DOS, Madam Nayanya. That's it. Please make sure to attend in this ESN fundraising on the 21st. I want to, before I continue, I want to read something, the press release by the Nigerian government. You know, BBC is a precursor. They are doing things, you know. Britain, what matters for Britain is for them to continue stealing the oil, for the oil to continue flowing. Sometimes it baffles me. How can, listen, how preoccupation of a foreign country will be, it doesn't matter what happens, we should be one, we should stay as one country. Don't you see that there is something terribly wrong there? Don't you see that? What matters for them, their interest is only crude oil and gas. Do you know that the Nigerian, the crude oil being drilled in Nigeria, there is no meter. You know, when our leader was saying this at the early time, many of us was thinking that maybe it's just you know, out of his propaganda. No, until a big NNPC official confirmed this, that there is no meter in all those places for the drilling of the Nigerian oil, crude oil exportation. There is no oil, there is no meter. Britain will just, because they are the people in charge. Europeans, foreigners, Texaco, Shell, BP, Total, all of them. Any amount they put inside the ship, they can take 3 million barrels from one corner, and they will tell Nigerian government, no, just write is what we took is 100,000, and they will write it because there is no meter. What I'm telling you is true. I have read the news. The day I saw the thing officially, I was baffled. I'm telling you honestly that in all those points, no meter. And a big man in NNPC, Nigerian National NNPC, confirmed it. He said there is no meter. So simply the Europeans, they came, they take every day as much as they could, and they declare anything they want. And inside that declaration, the caliphate now we take 3/4 of it, and the remaining will be shared between Igbo politicians. They scavenge their own before taking maybe a fraction and putting into the Nigerian coffer. Sometimes they don't even put nothing. Do you understand? Do you see have you forgotten the clip I used to play? Where the man was telling us in Igbo, telling people that people, our Igbo brothers, Igbo people that are making noise that they are rich. That don't you know that a Fulani man is the head of as a controller general of custom in Apapa Wharf, Tinkan Island, Tinkan Wharf. That if any money, for example, if 100 naira enters there, people's payment, everything enters their proper wharf, that they will take 70 and only declare 30. 70 naira out of 100. That is 70%. Don't you hear it? All these are official. People know, they know it. That is why your lives are miserable. That is why nothing works. The money that should be, rotating, touching everybody, every citizen. Few set of people, they hijack it. And millions of zombies are watching, doing nothing. Instead, they push them and say, okay, go and pray. Your problem is God, the invisible God. Go and pray so that He will unlock your blessing. This is what we are trying to heal. To make people understand that the demons you are seeing is these politicians. Go after them. That is what we talk. Nothing more. Do you see the reason why they allow churches and mosques, religions to thrive in Nigeria? To make people, they are making people to continue pursuing shadow. That your problem is a demon tied in a tree in your village. You go and bring down the tree. It's in a calabash in a village. You go and burn the house hot and even render one miserable man more miserable, thinking that he's the demon holding your destiny. Whereas the people holding your destinies are there. Every time you open the news, all you'll be hearing is 80 billion naira fraud. EFCC question somebody on 500 billion naira fraud, $2 billion fraud. All these billions and billions and trillions. Sometimes I say, what is going on? Nigerians are not reacting. People that are suffering this are not reacting. Do you know why? Because the anarch people's thought, they push people into pursuing shadow. Go and pray. Let us go and pray. Just like the way Christian Association of Nigeria, even Northern group of Christian Association of Nigeria, the way now they say, oh, we pray, God will do it, this and that. People are talking God. It's God that will solve it. And I lewe our people, lewe the people in Nigeria that call themselves Christians. I no single call for protest. The killing of Deborah should have brought up protests everywhere by the so-called Christians. But lo and behold, they push them and say, go to your churches and pray. So that tell God to stop this. Why the Fulani, they are doing the footwork. Honestly speaking. Sometimes you think that maybe Nigerians will rise up and do something. At least spontaneous protest. No way. That time you see, because that is why they are put in place. Both clergymen, politicians, they will come up to tell the people that, look, don't worry, the government, we are calling on the government. They will be talking. Now we are calling, justice for Deborah, this and that. There is no, who are you calling to do justice? The only thing that will solve all this type of shenanigans is when people spontaneously come out to protest, at least everywhere. Do you know that if it is a Muslim that was brutally killed like this, do you know everywhere will be on fire? But lo and behold, it's just like a Christians no. Christians in Nigeria and sometimes I say, why do they use this thing to put, I don't know, make our people more stupid? I will read some news headlines, but before I do that, let me go to this press release by the Nigerian government. Now we understand that is why they sent BBC to do their job. That is the reason. That is why BBC did that press release. That documentary, fake, deceiving documentary. And I know now BBC is getting it hot because Biafrans are bombarding them from everywhere, and we should continue doing so. This is a press release from the Nigerian government. Let me read. Very, very, very horrible. Very horrible. Federal government to Facebook. Stop IPOB from using your platform to incite violence. Is it not exactly the same thing Britain did in their fake documentary? The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, has asked Facebook and other social media platforms to stop allowing the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra to use their platforms to incite violence and instigate ethnic hatred in Nigeria. Now they are saying incitation of ethnic hatred. People that are the victims. God Almighty. We that are the victims, they are talking of inciting violence. Whereas the Fulani Caliph, they are doing the killing. The killings. Look at bomb blast in Kanu. Who did it? They came out to cover it. He says it's a gas cylinder. Says weather that is wedding after this and that. All sorts of rubbish. The minister made this demand in Abuja on Tuesday at a meeting with a team from Facebook. He said since IPOB had been proscribed and classified as a terrorist organization, Facebook has no justification for yielding its platform to the organization to further its campaign of hate and destabilization of the country. You know, all this press release, do you know how much they have been bribing Facebook? You know, this world is a world of, there is no more conscience. The money solves everything. They have been bribing them, negotiating with them, bribing them secretly. To the extent they sent BBC, pay BBC to release that misinformation they call documentary against IPOB. But their ass is grass. Because all they want to achieve is to mull our voice, to stop our voice. What's happened, what they did 1967 to 1970 to give a blockade, radio blockade. Our voice is not being heard anywhere. But this time around, this is not 1967 to 1970. We must continue exposing. Now, for whatever reason, they seem to have chosen Facebook as their platform of choice, and their tools include disinformation, incendiary statements, and hate speech. Hate speech is that? God Almighty. I will play you the clip, a clip, when you talk about hate speech. These people are committing hate action. They are bragging, the caliphate, they are bragging that they will kill us again as they did before. That is not hate speech, right? It's a love speech. They are killing our people everywhere. No, that is not hate action, it's love. To the extent, look at our the Nigerian military, Lieutenant Colonel Okorie, that was being abducted, with many being killed, many of his boys. He was kidnapped by Fulani jihadists, they call bandits. Did you hear it on BBC? Did you hear it on BBC? No. that one is nothing. But a couple, military couple, that should be going to Benue State for their marriage, all of a sudden they say they killed them in Imo State, and their invitation, paper read that the ceremony, the traditional marriage, was to be held at Benue State, and they said they were killed in Imo State on their way to Imo State. From where? The morning they're supposed to have their traditional wedding in Benue. No question about. BBC didn't go to find out from the parents of those people, from their siblings, family members. No, this is not a misinformation. It's not hate speech. Whereas a whole lieutenant colonel was abducted, ambushed, his boys killed, and he was abducted. Till today, you didn't hear no claim from the presidency, Nigerian presidency. No, nothing. All the care is, IPOB. After maybe they will say it's IPOB that did it is it in Taraba? Maybe. We must continue. Let me continue reading this a bit, because this press release is nothing. It's just the same thing. What they are fighting through all corners. Through BBC is their megaphone. Look at what happened in Kanu, the terrorist attack. It's BBC pidgin that is saying, he says it's gas. They are the people laundering the image of the caliphate. You see it? I don't know what. No matter what, we must get out from this nonsense. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the actions and the duration of operation of a people. We must be free. That is a sure fact. I don't want to continue reading this, because all they are pushing for is to gag us, so that people will not hear our voice. Only what they will be hearing is what they want people to be hearing is their own version. Now BBC is investigating the victim. How can you be investigating the victim of a crime, whereas you use you leave the culprit, the criminal, to be going free? Now you start attacking the victim. They are killing us everywhere, every day. They burning our houses. IPOB, they are killing us. Anything, everywhere. They don't hear it. We must continue. As I said, let me read just a few headlines, because I'm going to talk on the topic today that says between politics of intimidation and appeasement. That is what I'm going to talk about, the subject today. But before that, it's just in, okay, this headline: religion has finished Nigeria. Kuka. Kuka is from Sokoto State, and he's a bishop. Do you understand? What baffles me is this: upon what happened in Sokoto, none of them called for protests. People have the right to protest. And they're saying religion has finished Nigeria. Of course, yes. Of course, yes. The whole, or most of the northern politicians are in support of the killing of Deborah. There is another one they are clamoring for. I think they have protests in Borno. One Naomi Gona that they blasphemed. And you see in Facebook, one lady is a Fulani lady. He said it open. He said that he will kill. He will also they will be killing. Wait, let me see whether I can get that. Let me see whether I can play that. I don't know whether I can still get that clip of that lady to play it. Let me see. Because when they talk about hate speech, oh, Facebook is allowed. Okay, yes. Let me see here. Just listen. What is coming out of somebody's mouth?
All those Muslims who come to the east with onions in trailers, you keep burning the trailers, you keep killing them. We don't say anything because we are peace. We are Muslims. Islam is peace. All those trailers that comes in with cows and sheep, you keep killing them. You keep burning the trucks down. You keep killing the cows. You keep killing the house and men. You keep killing the Muslims. We don't say anything.
This is what all these lies is what the Nigerian media have succeeded in indoctrinating them with. That is it. Biafrans, we don't kill anybody. What we do in our bushes, because we have been crying, shouting, lamenting, Fulani headsmen that have been terrorizing us, killing us inside our bushes. We shout, we cry, we beg, nothing happened for protection, to the extent that people took it as a normal way of life. Terror everywhere, going to farm, no going to farm. That is the reason why ESN was formed by our leader, by IPOB, in order to protect our people, because Nigerian government cannot protect us. They are the people sponsoring our killers. God Almighty.
She's a lesson to whoever think insulting Muslims and Rasulullah is what he want to start doing. And what we the Muslims want to start doing is to do what's happened in Sokoto.
Are you hearing? Are you hearing?
Yes. Because enough is enough.
Are you hearing her? This is a love speech. It's a direct threat. Direct threat to non-Fulani, to Christians, to indigenous population. No, this is a love speech. It's not a and what baffles me, they are still talking about is one Nigeria. Is one Nigeria. Do you understand? They want to continue forcing us so that we stay. And now that is, even the more we die, the more we are wiped off. That is the better for Britain and all of them, because they will grab our lands and take anything underneath it. But it is too late for them, honestly speaking. It is too late. So as I was saying, Kuka, who is a bishop, is from Sokoto. I think he's an Hausa man. He said religion has finished Nigeria. It's true. But why can't even the Christian Association of Nigeria at least come out and organize a protest? At least everywhere. No. They rely on, okay, let God do it. Let God go and fight. Christians in Nigeria, honestly speaking. When people will come out to talk, they will bribe them. Do you see the consequences of belittling yourself, having no class, no integrity? When they bring money, you share. Now when anything happens, you cannot come and you can just lament. You know, when you lament, you enter a house and tomorrow it will happen again and the same thing. what prevents the so-called Christians to mobilize themselves to come in a protest everywhere in that so-called Nigeria? What prevents them? They will not do it. And Sheikh Husani, he said 42 persons roasted alive in Sokoto, yet no outcry. Are you seeing it? Who are being roasted? It is the Christians, the indigenous population. You know what they are doing in the north today? Let me tell you. If they corner any Biafran, any Igbo man or woman, they will just abduct him and just slaughter him. No trace. Secret killings. Emma, our people on the buy one dinedi. If they know how to hide, do something, and they will be behaving that nothing is happening. Equal the person now, nothing mega. Thank God, as far as there is life. That is it. Every blessed day they are killing our people in parts of the north. You know, we have been saying here, organize yourself there for resistance. Our people didn't think and they don't hear. They continue depleting you over there in the north. You know Sokoto? Sokoto is too far. You understand? Okay, I continue. And another Bauchi commissioner, he said if there is no regret in the killing of Deborah, if that hurts you, please hug the nearest transformer. That's it. No remorse. All the whole politicians, they are coming in order to do what? To take side, to support what happened. The way a lady was gruesomely killed is from Niger State. Maybe it's from one tribe in Niger State. I will come into that later. But these are the people that are saying that they are protecting the interests of the North. Do you see how the Fulani, how they roll politically? I will come into that during the course of my submission. I will come into that. But we must continue. Okay. Look at this. He said, God, listen, I beg. Because sometimes mostly indigenous people in that Nigeria. And the Christians, see the foolishness. Look at it, say, God will avenge a mother of Deborah over alleged blasphemy. Destruction awaits her killers. Christian Association in Abuja, 19 northern states. It's no more Christian Association of Nigeria. No. It's for the 19 northern states. See how Fulani wants them. They divide themselves. It's not the whole of Nigeria, no. But a statement by the Nigeria. Because others are feeling that it doesn't concern us. Or even the Fulani, listen. Or the Caliphate will tell the northern Christians and say, look, make your statement separate because we are all not. It's our problem. Let it not concern others. Do you see how they corner them? How I say we enter into details. This politics, the Caliphate is playing. Very few people continue controlling a vast number of others. It's horrible. The Christian Association of Nigeria, 19 northern states, and Abuja has expressed deep sadness over the gruesome murder of Miss Deborah Samuel, a female student of Shehu Shagari College of Education, Sokoto, for alleged blasphemy. Can 19 northern states and Abuja, which is the umbrella organization of Christians in northern Nigeria, condemn the killings of Mrs. Deborah in the strongest terms possible, saying the fate of some Egyptians in the Red Sea, as narrated in the Bible, will be for her killers and collaborators. Do you see it? I don't even want to read. Let me stop this, I beg, before they raise my blood temperature, honestly. Because this is how they misbehave. Foolishness. Where is the Christian Association of Nigeria, the whole country? No. Same division. The Fulani, they know how to divide. They know how to play them. I will reiterate on this during the course of my submission. Just let me just read the other headlines, please, because these people are stupid. God of Moses will deal with them. Tomorrow they will kill more. And they will tell you, go and call God of is it not only Moses? Go and call God of which other God? Call him. We'll be killing you now. Allow God to kill us. Do you see how they are stupid? Instead of the whole Christian Association of Nigeria to rally around and take a stand, tell people to rise up, come out on the streets in order to show solidarity, they will not do it. They divide themselves into my goodness me, these people are I will continue, please. Let me continue quickly. Sokoto protest. Ohaneze youth spit fire over attack on Igbo businesses, threatening revenge if same occurs in future. Ima mbangrum mini ay na kwa mbangrum mini mbonye na shiri hike. You will slap him once. He say, if you want to try me, slap me again. They will slap him again. He said, no. If you just box me on the stomach, if you do it again, I will show you. They will box you on the stomach. He said, no, don't worry, I'm just beating you. If you do this another time, I will just do rubbish. For any action now, there should be equal and opposite reaction. There is something the world understands. Only power. Let me check whether I can get it from the post of the wall of Mazi Johnathan. There is something he wrote there which is exactly like that. I'm telling you honestly. If you continue talking, it doesn't. Look at the children that I'm watching. Nigeria Islamist bomb school in Kanu. That is it. And they are telling you it's gas, is this, is that. Look at children. Look at babies, children. I'm watching them now. We continue. Let me check something, please. I'm checking something which I want to read, comment on. Because what is happening in that zoo, the way the caliphate is controlling, is no more. Sometimes I say, what, there is something wrong in the brains of every other. And we hear the wrong, honestly. Otherwise, people will not be behaving like this. Docility. Okay, what I'm saying is fine anyway. Let me leave it. What I'm trying to say, tell people what the language the caliphate understands is power. Talk and do. The same way what is happening in Ukraine. Vladimir Putin, they thought that he's joking. They gave him sanction the bank and said this and that. The bank, no SWIFT. Remove them from SWIFT. Thinking that Russia will just shrink and die. They don't know that, a kick you give to a frog is a lift. You understand? Now, even Russian ruble is being pegged to the dollar. What this guy wanted to do, because that is the last thing the West will want you to do, to peg your money to ruble. I mean to gold. People don't understand what it means. Whenever you are buying gold from Africa, Do you see the reason why? Let me just digress a bit. The reason why you go to Africa is the source of natural, all this gold, let me call metals, gold, diamond. But you can never go to any African country and see, the storage, the deposit of gold that are mined. Where you see them is in Europe. If you don't see, you go to Brussels, to Belgium, you see. You think that they are mining gold. No, these are gold from Africa, diamond. In Israel, in America, in London. This is where they deposit the gold. Do you know the reason? Let me tell you the reason. We are they produce money, they print money. Money is paper. Only is designed and put security. They design paper in order to get the hardware, our hard metal, something that lasts forever. Let me put it like that. Now we pursue their paper they bring out. I don't know whether people understand me. That is why you should see Botswana. You have a diamond deposit in Botswana. They mine diamond there, but you cannot. They sell it. Where they sell it is in the West. It's abroad. They use that paper, ordinary paper, dollar, to come and take that gold. Now, the president of Rwanda, he detailed it one time. I listened attentively. He said, we Africans, we are very stupid. Do you know why? We pursue paper that is being printed by the West, by the white people, and they use it to come and buy anything that we have. They can print anything, they can print any amount they want. Now, he said, he calculated the value, the real value of $100. The cost of printing $100 bill is less than 9 pence, 9 cents. You understand? Less than $100 you will see, is it 58,000 naira now? The cost of printing it. That is what we should be calculating. The cost of printing $100 bill is less than 9 cents. That is the true cost. Now, if 1 kilo of gold is $40,000, calculate the number, the amount of $100 bill in $40,000. You will see that the real value of which the West are buying, that gold, that our gold, 1 kilo. I want to calculate it, please, because I want to drive a point. For how many $100 bill is 40,000? That is $40 bill or $400 bill. Sorry, it's 400. Do you understand me? I'm coming, please. Hold on. Where is this? This thing doesn't. Okay. Now, $400 bill. This $400 bill now times, let's say approximately, each dollar bill is 9 cents. You understand? Now multiply that 400 pieces of $100 bill by 9 cents. Tell me how much? $3.66. 3.6 cents. That is, if the gold is being sold, I sold my kilo of gold for $40,000, for example. The real value, they give you paper. You understand? Now they collect the gold. They go and store it, put it more value. in Europe. If you want to buy gold, they will either calculate the money and say, okay, they will not calculate the value in naira. No. They will first of all calculate it in dollar or in euro. Now, that is what they push Russia to break this. Russia want to put his own ruble in gold, peg it in gold. This is what Gaddafi wanted to do. That is why they slaughtered him, they killed him. Because that is a no-go area. Because had it been Gaddafi succeeded in pegging using gold coins, the Europeans and Americans will no longer be buying gold from Africa. Do you understand? They will no longer be buying gold in Africa because we will be using our own money. The African created money with Gaddafi. Now we'll be putting our gold, African gold, will be in Africa. Do you see it? Instead of buying a kilo of gold for $3.06. Do you see it? $3.06. Do you see what they are doing? That is why you don't see any gold market per se in Africa. You don't see. What you see are miners mining. They mine immediately, they ship it. Now they give you, they ship for you money. They just electronic, pam, transfer, sweet transfer, they transfer, you know. Breeze. You yourself, you can, without handling cash, you can buy. You buy on the air. Do you see how they are cheating? This is what Russia did. Putin wanted to do. Now he pegged the ruble, their money, and told his customers, Poland, the European Union, that they should be paid. You people gave us sanction, isn't it? That our bank, we are no more operating, pay us in rubles. And they want to make noise. He simply go and turn the tap off. Europe, they understand what the catastrophe it will be. How will you be in a house and no more gas? They tell you, say, you open gas, no more gas. Europe, they know now what will happen. People will say to hell with it. They will go and pursue every prime minister, everybody. That is why they are paying in rubles. What the world understands is power. That thing you can do it. No more talking. Do you understand? So that is it. So when you see Ohaneze you saying, if you do it again, now we speak for, oh, come on. Spare me that arrant nonsense. What should have happened is, as they were burning our properties on something that even didn't concern us, immediately they are doing it. There should be retaliation everywhere in the east, even in the whole of the south. But it didn't happen. Let me continue just quickly because my time is going. Let me continue. Somebody wrote, unlike army couples killing in Imo, Buhari remains smooth over bandits' murder of 6 soldiers in Taraba, abduction of Lieutenant Colonel Okorie. I've said it a bit. Nigerian policeman endorses killing of Sokoto students. Deborah says Muslims condemning acts are unbelievers. Do you see it? Okay. This is one Nigeria. Tension as irate youths protests in Borno over another alleged blasphemous post by a young woman. That is in Borno. Another one says Nigerian soldiers vow to go on strike soon. Accuse Buhari of failing to address corruption among top army officers. The Nigerian soldiers that want to go on strike, is it not the ones that are shooting on people that are even protesting? Students that we are protesting for the prolonged ASU strike. The Nigerian soldiers that want to go on strike, now they want to go on strike now, but they were shooting people that were on strike, that were protesting. Do you see how monkeys walk? That is how they reason. Another one said 34 lawyers in court to defend two killers of Sokoto Christian students over alleged blasphemy. Do you see? That is why they are in control of everything, because they are in solidarity. Do you understand? Many feared killed as explosion rocks Sabongeri area. Yes, there is Channels Television. Some Christian students in Sokoto expresses fears. Says Osman Danfodio University social media group. In Sokoto, they have Ottoman Danfodio University. Do you know that? Ottoman Danfodio, for your information, is the person, the Fulani that started Fulani jihadism in Hausa land, that manipulated the Hausas to conquer themselves to the 1804 to 1808. He is a the ancestor of the Fulanis, or one of the ancestors. They respect him, and rightly so. Now they build school. It's a pre-colonial era. Do you see, when I say the Fulanis, they are more intelligent, politically intelligent than the South, than the indigenous people in the whole of Nigeria. People think that maybe it's an overstatement. No, I mean everything I'm saying. Look at how they build school and name it Ottoman Danfodio School. It's not even only in Sokoto. The school Sheikh Gumi built the other time, he called it Ottoman Danfodio College. They made sure they remember their ancestor, whereas they come to tell you to condemn, sentence your ancestors, demonize them, that they are evil, that they are this. But the Fulani, they respect their ancestors. Do you see why they are progressing politically? Are you seeing it? Their ancestors accompany them. Ottoman Danfodio, they never forget. Tell me, do you have any school they call a Kumeku, or one Ugo, or Nedia University in our land? No, what you have is a Port Harcourt. Hell, let us be reasoning, please. The Fulani, they never forget their ancestors. One of their ancestors, they always remember. They name things. This is pre-colonial time. If I ask now, please, what about our ancestors? Can you remember any? All is Nigeria, starting from Azikiwe, Dr. Michael Okpara of yesterday. No person talks about people that resisted Britain. No person talks about them. No person talks about the women that challenged Britain. No sculpture, none of their image, no road is dedicated to them. And we are crying, Allah and our also, because our ancestors are not happy. Our ancestors are not happy with us. That is why Allah and our also. That is why, because they are not happy. Look at the Fulani. They respect their ancestors. They make sure to train, to inform every Fulani child born. They tell him the story. That is why they are working together with their ancestors. But in our own, oh no, they are demons. Ancestral spirit, I bind you. Any church you enter, they tell you, say, cast your ancestral spirit. Run away from there. Run away from there. Because these are the people that are making our ancestors to be annoyed against us, allowing foreigners to come and pursue us from our land. That is the reality. Ottoman Danfodio University. What of our own? Zik University. Is only Zik? They have Ahmad Bello. Go beyond Zik. Do you have a Kumeko University? Have you made any research and found out the names of the members of Ekumeko and bring it out? That is how intellectuals work. When you bring it out, you explain, you make your researches as a student, as a scholar, so that we build something and put his name there anywhere in Biafra land. That is what we encourage our people to be doing, because our lie na try also because of the way we treat our ancestors. Very bad. You understand? I will go straight to the topic of my submission. I will not take much time anyway. Between politics of intimidation and appeasement, that is the topic of my submission, please. Now I want you to listen because I don't have much time. I want you to listen and pay attention. This clip, you have listened to it. Mazi Peters has played it, I think, several times. I want to play it and also give some insight about it. Listen attentively. This is from a Fulani Northern group. Okay. Or it's one comedian that brought it out. So listen, please. Listen.
Man is saying this Northern, I hear what he's saying. And hear what this man is saying. This Northern, I hear what he's saying. If now somebody like Nnamdi cannot talk this thing, or Sunday Igbo, therefore that arrest and sins. Hear them.
Are the economic heart of Nigeria, and nobody can address us as parasite. We are the economic heart of Nigeria. The oil that is so being busted on today was discovered, harnessed, and the refineries were constructed with the northern Nigerian sweat.
Are you when people that are supposed to be pushing for their truth, the reality, when they fail to do the needful, now lies take over everywhere. Before I started, I play a clip, the interview of Harold Smith, a labor minister in the colonial Nigeria, direct. Before he died, he granted interview. And one of the things he said was, when that the Northerners, the North, they don't want to be part of, they didn't want to be part of Nigeria. And they were amused. They're the British, the colonizers. They said, look, these people, if you come up from the South, how are you going to survive as a people? How are you going to sustain yourself? Because they are so poor. That is what made Lugard to amalgamate, to make sure that he forced the North to the South. So that with the wealth from the South, it will filter into the North and sustain them. But today they have reversed the whole thing, that now they are, I don't blame them, because our own so-called intellectuals are supposed to be pushing issues. Our politicians are supposed to be vehement and be pushing issues. They are, once you give them, you can buy them with money. You give them money or political position, they keep quiet and forever. Anything you want, they give you. You do. That is why this man had the audacity to lie and continue lying. Not that is infested with fly, that had nothing. Now, the British amalgamator, the creator, amalgamated them with the Southern Protectorate, so that the North, they will not shrink and die of hunger. Do you see it? But today they are changing the narrative. I say I don't blame them. Oh, I don't blame them. Do you know the reason? Because they are fighting for themselves. They are fighting for their people. So lies, everything is involved. But where is our own politicians? Where is our own political class? You give them money, give them political position, they will be supporting you as a Northerner to do anything you want to your people, to our people. So that is why I say I don't blame them. But IPOB is here. Is the wall they jammed. Continue listening.
With the northern Nigerian economy, with the northern Nigerian money, the money of granite, pyramid, and cotton was the one that was used to research, discover, and build the refineries that are some other part of Nigeria are claimed to be their own personal property.
Are you hearing the lies? Sometimes I say, but there is nothing you can do than to continue countering them. Because the people that should be countering them, they don't do that. They laugh over it and go on at the back and collect money. How on earth a desert region, now Britain that created Nigeria, was pitying them and say, how can you survive? Look at, do you see Niger? Niger is one of the poor, if not one of the poorest countries on earth. What is surviving Niger is from the zoo, is Nigeria. You understand? That is why they are from Nigeria. They are building railway lines, everything to survive Niger. Imagine that they didn't join them with the South. They will be suffering like Niger. Do you understand? But today they own the whole oil wells in our land. Oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa, remember. That is why they have looted enough money, enough wealth, and they are still looting. That is why they can bribe, they can buy CNN, they can buy any minister in the world, they can bribe anybody, and they will be dishing out money. They are trying to buy Facebook. They are trying to negotiate any way. That is why, you know, they are just watching us on Facebook. Any slightest thing, bam. You understand? BBC have come and done their own, executed the contract Nigeria gave to them, and now they come out. I read the press release, part of it, Nigerian press release. What are our own people doing? All that they are doing is begging. Wait, I'll come to that because I will still play it.
If that is the case, we also deserve, just like NNDC and Niger Delta Ministry, there should be a northern development ministry that should also be given the same amount of money that is given to NNDC, because our money was the money that was used to develop the oil. That's number one. Number two, those that got education, early education from the south, southwest, and southeast, got those education.
Listen, there is something here. I want you to pay attention here, please, because whenever I'm listening to things like this, there are things I used to grab. This man, he takes painstakingly, whenever he mentions, he don't want to mention South. Among my people now, what I this thing, I don't know how to explain this. He makes sure that he divides it through the words of the mouth. South is south, southwest. Do you understand? Do you see the reason why I say the Fulani, they are how experts in politics? There is something he is trying to drive in, but people might not understand it. I do. I observe it. Right from here, anytime he's mentioning the South, it's very, even for convenience sake, he can just say the South. But he takes pain, he uses his time to be mentioning Southeast, Southwest, South. So that the people will continue listening and say, okay, no, I'm Southwest, I'm South, I'm South. That division, that is the politics there. That is why every time I say, please stop calling us, stop accepting Southeast as a Biafra. Do you understand? You might think that it is just a small thing. No, it doesn't matter. All these things are what matters a lot. It's the primary things that matter. You understand? When you see a child, maybe a child of 8, riding bicycle, you forget that before he could ride that bicycle, there was a time he was learning to stand up, because that was the primary thing. You want to drive a car, you must start by learning how to stand on your feet. Stand, you fall. Do you understand? All these are primary things that matter, but we neglect them to our detriment. This man, just be attentive. There is no way, no place in this statement, in this press release or in this press statement, no place he called the South. But when it comes to their own side, he said, we the North. Oh, kaina amutan na ihe from these people. Let us learn. Ndị a na-akụziri anyị kaina amuta ihe. You will say our intellectuals. They will say, no, how can you start mentioning? Can you call north and start saying, oh, not east, not west? But they have not east, not west, and not central. Don't they? Why are they not mentioning it the same way they are mentioning southeast, southwest, and south? Oh, that is where there is intelligence. That small thing you neglect is highly crucial. It matters a very big lot. And I will finish this clip. You will hear he will never mention south, because he knows that he don't want to unify us through their word, through his word. He don't want to unify us. You understand me? You know, our people, we are politically lazy. That's why when you want to say, so yeah, in the house of Fulani, so that you know, for convenience sake, let it come out from your mouth very easily. No. The way this man is taking pen to mention southeast, southwest, south, mention it is Hausa or Fulani, or Hausa and the Fulani. Put that way. It matters a lot. Let us. We are just like wise men that dies in foolish man backyard. That proverb is true. These people, politically, they are above everybody in that zoo. Every indigenous population. It doesn't matter you are noble, you are a professor, you are this and that. It doesn't matter. These people, they know something politically. They know what it means. Word. They know what it means. Please continue listening. You anywhere he says south, he cannot say south. He will make sure he divide us with that mouth. But when it comes to themselves, he will say, we the not. And you see, the not, is it not them that are killing? Who killed the so-called not central? It's the border. But in this stand, they will make you believe that they are protecting the north. They are representing the north. They are representing Deborah. And the people in Niger State, ethnicities, the tribes, other indigenous populations, they will be feeling they are protecting you, but they are the people killing them. These people are playing very, sophisticated politics. I'm telling you. That is why they're on top of everybody. You understand? Oh, for convenience, you said no. We are southeast now. We are southeast. You know, southeast. Bingo. Bingo is that. And before you know, you enter into our subconscious. No more. We shrink ourselves to southeast. Biafra southeast. They know what it means. Once there is power in the world. You understand? When people that praise a chaplet, you'll be repeating one thing, they will tell you now, go this thing, Ekele Maria, go here 20 times. The same thing you continue repeating. There is power in the words. Don't you understand that? These people, they understand the secret, but we don't. But in IPOB, in this hallowed platform, we are opening our eyes. Take that pen, that not big pen, that mouth. Instead of call them who they are. Instead of also answering what they call you, don't answer. Call Biafra and all the East. That is it. Very simple. We counter them. Continue listening.
From the northern economy, from our own money, from the
northern economy, but we call not. Sorry, let me go back so that from here you will start listening. There is no any place he mentioned the geographical position. He will not call northeast or northwest or north central. He will call north in a bunch, unity. But when it comes to call our name, you say northwest, southwest, southeast, south. Listen again.
Development ministry that should also be given the same amount of money that is given to NNDC, because our money was the money that was used to develop the oil. That's number one. Number two, those that got education, early education from the south, southwest, and southeast,
yes,
got those education from the northern economy, from our own money, from the northern sweat. And by the grace of God today, the northern Nigeria also, even if you are boosting of oil, has been discovered in Bodejo village within Gombe, Bauchi, and Taraba along Lake Chad Basin. And that was why those people are instigating the Boko Haram, so that there will be no peace in that area for us to be able to harness the oil and others that were discovered within that area. We have a deposit of gold in Birnungwari that is more than the deposit of gold in South Africa. And
do you see these people? Do you see the people that are still stuck on 7th century? The whole of his boasts and the statements, they never boast of human resources, what brain can produce. No. That is the difference between them and us. What they always think of is what is in the land. QED, nothing more. Nothing more. We have deposit of gold. We have deposit. We don't even deposit of gold and this and that. That is not our problem. We have deposit in the brain. That is it. That is why we are Biafrans. We deposit in our brains. Japan have nothing on the ground, but they can buy the whole of Africa. The other time the whole African presidents went to Japan, a tiny country that is suffering every time natural resources, natural disaster, to beg for money. Japan of 100 and something million, without nothing on the ground. Don't you see that there is a problem? We need to get out from these people. You come and boast, we have deposit of this, we have we don't want to know about any deposit, but we have deposit in our brain. Finish. That is what we want to develop. These people don't want us to develop that. All that matters to them, stealing. Deposit of gold. We have the crude oil. What is all this without even the deposit of gold and crude oil and this? Who is bringing it out? They don't even have no single technology in order to dig all these things. They will still invite a white man to come and do it for them. Don't you see that there is something terribly wrong? This is what we are trying to change. This is why we want to go to our land. I have somebody that he says we have a Kumeku grammar school here in Delta State. It's highly commendable. We should also understand, make researches to know who their commanders and their fighters are, their particular names, so that we start putting their names everywhere in Biafra land. Do you understand me? Thank you very much, Mazi Valentine Blessed. So we must continue.
And Ghana. And that was why we are having the banditry also in Benongwari axis, so that we will not be allowed to harness it. Same goes to Zamfara, and that's why we are having the banditry within that axis. So we are saying enough is enough. If we will continue to coexist in Nigeria as Nigerians, the Northerners are ready to do that. That was
the Northerners. He didn't say Northeast or Northwest or North Central. He said the Northerners, making you to believe that they are in a bunch, they are one, whereas they are the Fulani controlling and killing everybody, the indigenous population. Do you understand me? After all, Deborah is from Niger State. Do you understand me? Niger State, I think it has many tribes in Niger State. Do you understand that? Niger State. Niger State of Deborah Yakubu. It has many tribes, including the Nupe, the Bagia, Hausa, Koro, Kadara, Kambare, Kamuku. These are tribes, ethnicities. But you not know. Pangu, Basa, Bauchi, Dukawa, Gade, Godara, Ganagana, Dukawa, Mauchi, Ayade, Ngwae Dibo, Kadanda, Gulengi, Abishiwa, and the Shigini tribes. Only in Niger State. But they are telling you they are the North. They are, for you, they are all one distance. These are the Fulani, they are on top. They are portraying something. You understand? That is politics. You understand me? But when they come to our land, they now try to tell you that you are Niger Delta. How you are different from Delta Niger. How you are different from Southeast and South and South. These people are more than us in politics, honestly. Honestly speaking. It's now that our eyes are being opened. And we must continue. Continue listening, please.
Where we have been accommodating. Today, the number of our people that are being killed and the property being destroyed in the south, southwest, and southeast.
And here what?
Sorry. Do you see? He mentioned it again. What prevents him from lie? Though is lie. There are properties that are being killed in the south, southwest, southeast. Do you know why they are doing this? To make sure that they never one day come out from their mouth that south. Because for them, when they say it, everybody will be, oh, we are south. It will enter into our head that we are one people, we are one. They don't want that. It doesn't matter how difficult, they must specify southeast, southwest, south. Now, the other one, southeast can go and say, no, we are not a Mongo, it's the southwest or south to south. South say, no, no, it's southeast that is causing all the, no, we are your friend, we are south to south. Southwest, we go say, no, this is what they want to achieve. And that is what they have been achieving. They divide you with the mouth. Why not somebody come and counter and say, no, you that is talking, why not mention northeast, northwest, north central? After all, you the Fulani, you are the people killing the indigenous population there. In the north, in the northeast, in the northwest, in the north central. That is called the middle belt. They are putting everybody by force. You are the north. Do you see? Please continue listening.
Far greater than the number of northerners that reside in the entire south. Number of Igbos and Yorubas that are resident in Kanu and Kaduna alone are far greater than the number of northerners that reside in the entire south, southwest, and southeast. Also, the billions of investment of Yorubas and Igbos that is in Kaduna and Kanu alone is far greater than the investment of the entire northerners in the south, southwest, and southeast. If you remove,
are you listening? There is no place he says south. If he make this statement 100 times, he will specify south, southeast, southwest. Are you seeing it? That is why I tell you. Some people will call and say, oh, this is Hausa Fulani. I say, no. Hausa and Fulani. Put it like that, one. Don't be tired and say, no, it's because I want to be fast. No. We have been suffering from political ignorance, idiocy, foolishness. And now that is why we are suffering. That is why these tiny number of people are controlling millions and millions, hundreds of millions of people. They have they have charms. No, don't stop that. It is their politics that is working. Do you understand? Their politics that is working. First of all, they have foresight. Look at how this man is blaming, is calling our people that we are stupid, and we are. But what they have, the Fulani, the Northerners, they have in the south, they are shoe shiners. They know this. They are tomato sellers. They are laughing. And no person built anything in the south or in the east, in Biafra land. Because they knew right from beginning, Ahmad Bello, they knew that a time like this will come. That is foresight. That is why I used to blame Azikiwe. I used to blame. There is our brother that sometimes he start defending, and I used to be pissed off. Though I love this interaction. It doesn't matter, you counter me. Bring out your argument. I love it. But I say, why didn't this man have this foresight these people had? Instead, they encourage our people. Oh, we are inside one Nigeria. Oh yeah, let us go. No, they think that Nigeria is. How will you think? Why don't you study the people you are staying with in order to make decision? That's why I say failure is failure. You don't contextualize failure. Oh, he failed because let's pity him now. If you fail, you fail. There's no pity, no contextualization. Why he failed? IPOB will not fail. If we fail, we don't say no because BBC do. Oh, Britain is against us. No, that's no. There should not be excuse to failure. Failure is failure. You don't have to, praise it or contextualize it. I pity them now because that time, put yourself in his shoe. He didn't understand. Why didn't he understand? What of those that passed? What of those that passed? Ahmad Bello that saw it. Is he not a human being like you? Why don't you have foresight? Do you see? These people, they knew right from beginning that a time will come. That is why they used to preach in their mosque. Do not build or don't go and invest in the army, the unbelievers, infidels home. A time will come. They preach all these things in their mosques. But in our own, we say, I believe in one Nigeria. One Nigeria. Sacrifice. Even if we are sacrificed under one Nigeria, it doesn't matter. It matters. That is why we are now in a state of in a mess. Do you understand? In a mess. Look at how they killed our people, massacred our people in Kanu. Anytime they want, they will just do one thing, and people, their government, their politicians will come and defend. If this thing happened in, for example, in Enugu, maybe where something exploded in Hausa, hey, there is nothing even is the governor that will come and say, hey, we are going to pay. Oh, please, we pay. We pay. It's our people. Then we condemn our people. Oh, this is a bomb. I know it's all these hoodlums. It's IPOB that way bomb. We pay. Look at in Kanu. What happened in Kanu in Sabongeri? You see the video of children, blood everywhere. Oh, they come and say, no, it's gas, it's this and that. Who talks for us? We are just like lost sheep. No person speaks for us. No person acts for us. That is why we are doing what we are doing. And we are suicidal in this thing we are doing. Do you understand? Because we need to stop this impunity. Era of impunity has gone. Imagine what happened in Kanu. Imagine in any Biafra land, maybe it's one thing that exploded there. Even if them that do it, one Hausa or Fulani person die. Hey, that governor of that state will come immediately say, oh, I will pay. I'm calculate. I'm ready to pay everything. Oh, he will invite the military to start shooting people. That is you that. What? Why is our people like this? Why are we like this? We are pushed in a mess. You understand? This man is virtually telling us that we are stupid, investing in their country, building skyscrapers in their country. He said, you people are useless. You are stupid. We know something more than you because we know that a time like this will come. That is what he's telling. He's insulting everybody, and he's right. I don't blame him. People that are political, you follow money. Hey, I'm making gain. Now let me build. You build and you will lose it. That is it. Continue listening.
Move Bua and Dangote. Those are international businessmen. So, if you think you will continue to destroy the life and properties of our people resident in your area,
mind you, no person is destroying their lives and properties of their people. Who is he calling their people? When Fulani headsmen are we are on the rampage in our land, of which there are still in some parts of our land, even in Oduduwa land, even in Edo, they take some communities in Edo. As I'm telling you, as I'm talking to you now, they occupy forests everywhere. The problem is that the politicians will not come out. Our politicians will not come out to give out, to cry out. If they want to talk, they will cry. They will warn them. Do you see? I think you want to be president in 2055. Your presidential ambition will spoil you. So don't go out and make any statement. Leave everything as it is. That one we could very, stupid Homo sapiens. I don't know. I don't understand. People that are cheap, that you can buy, purchase with money, and they will sell anything. They don't mind selling their mother because of their position. Why wouldn't they treat us as they are treating us? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, we are here to stop this mess and to counter them, and that is what we are doing. Continue listening.
What if we decide to retaliate what you are doing? Who is going to be the loser? How much of investment do we have in the East? All our people that are in the East are either tomato sellers,
yes,
wheelbarrow pushers,
yes,
Okada riders,
yes,
suya makers,
yes,
shoe shiner, fingernail cutter.
These are expensive.
Those are the northerners, mostly resident in the south.
Do you see why? Do you see? These people, they are in the business of conquest. They continue going on, pushing their foot soldiers. The expendables. It doesn't matter, you kill them in 1,000. That is not their problem. The real people, they are there in the north, untouchable. Do you see their idea? But you now, you want to buy land in Gwagwarada, in Sabongeri. They say, I don't buy. Hey, now you make my money for me. How can you command me? Now me make my money anywhere I want, anyhow I want. Nah, nothing mega. All these very proud, uselessly proud characters and pronouncements that comes out from our mouths. Nah, nothing mega. What are you name? Atotro agi ironsi buya kaokoko. Onye sine no nothing. Nah, I know what I'm doing. Imandi ba nah, I know what I'm doing. Nah, leave me. Can man own business. Now leave me. I know nothing maker. Ishaga surprise here. He will start shouting. Now that is why this man I used to play his voice say Agborun Zuzu. Agborun Zuzu. That is how the Jews, the Israelis suffered for more than 2,000 years until they became political in nature. Here I can go to monetary in nature. We are not political. Only on an actual individually. We forgot that with unity, I know in a bunch, no person will become impregnable. But the Fulani, they understand this. IPOB, we are here. That is why we are bringing awareness. Do you understand? We must continue. Continue listening.
Southwest and southeast. But if you go to Kaduna and Kanu and other part of northern Nigeria, an Igbo man owns a personal house with CFO. He owns a skyrocketed building that he's even renting out.
Do you see it?
To even northerners themselves. You go to the remotest village, you find him having a farm of his own, his personal farmland. You don't have any northerner that owns a house in the southwest or southeast.
Do you see? Is he calling? Do you see? Watch this man. He never made mistake to call south. He made sure that he continue that using word to divide south, southeast, and southwest. But we have a northeast, northwest, and north central. He will never pronounce it. This thing you think that is nothing is the basic, the bedrock of everything. Do you understand? And he will come to call you, you Niger Delta. Oh, you south. Oh, you southeast. To divide, and you accept. Now let us become wise, because we are not wise. Honestly speaking, we are just naturally endowed by God on talents, but we are not wise. These people, what is happening today, they have seen it many years back. That is why, even Dangote, the richest man in Africa, that is building things everywhere. from Kenya to Ethiopia, Ethiopia right to Senegal. He don't have no structure in Biafra land. Instead, he rent. Don't you understand that there is something? There is something. If it is look at our so-called billionaires. Where did they build their things? Peter Obi that we think he said this and that. Is it not his mall that got burnt? They burnt it the other day. Did he talk? Is it not in Abuja? Rocha Sokorocha, he built the school in Jos, he built in Borno, he built this and that. All of them. When they come to our land, they know what they build in their community. Churches. May erect to one thing, church, oh yeah. Rocha snack bonyo, very idiotic set of human beings. I cannot understand. I don't understand. We must continue. We put sense. We make sure we bash sense into our brain, our skulls. We must continue.
So we are saying we are ready to coexist as Nigerians. But if you think you don't want it that way, then the North is ready to be separated from the South. In fact, we have more than enough to take care of ourselves.
All these are talking. All we are asking, if you want, oh yeah, say, let us have a referendum. Finish. All these are talking. We are ready to separate it. We are ready to be separated. We are ready to be separated. Then what are you waiting for?
And to make Northern Nigeria greater. And while you are calling for Odua Republic and calling for Biafra, we in the North will remain as Nigerians. Northern Nigeria will remain as Nigeria because we are true Nigerians. So with this, we are passing this message to the federal government, to the eastern and western state governors, that every northerner that has been killed, every property of any northerner that has been destroyed, we are saying that the government of those states, that those incidents happen, must pay our people. You must pay compensation. We will no longer tolerate the killing of our people. We will no longer tolerate the destruction of.
Who is killing who? Do you see? The person in the world that had his voice is, they take what he said. Have you ever had any of our so-called political class or elites or Hanese come to talk command in this way publicly in the national television? I will play for you how they speak. I don't know. There is a problem somewhere, honestly. That is why we need to run away from this contraption. Otherwise, they turn us into another thing. I've been saying it. If what the Fulani is doing, they succeed unchecked, before God and man, we Biafrans, mostly those, will be turned into lesser than Almajiri. That is what they want to turn us. Our politicians are trying to make it a model. You must appease, beg them. I will play the clip later. Oh, you must beg them. Now the younger generation are watching it. Oh, to get anything in Nigeria, you must beg. What is it not Almajirism? Is it not Almajiri? Do you understand? So they are teaching our people, of which is this self-destruction, that we must beg. And if you want to, is it not what is happening even? You want to transport your container on the road, you must beg. Oga, now we win. You don't know me again. Oga, I come. Let's talk now. He will slap you and say, "You go talk with your mother." Insult you and you go down, chill and start begging. Is it not the same thing? Is it not the same Almajiri? Is it not the same thing? Our people are gradually taking it into our lifestyle as normal thing, begging. After all, they see every time Ohaneze come and beg. Oh, we must appease. Oh, we beg you people. I'll play it. Don't worry. I don't want to preempt. Let me finish this.
Properties of our people anymore. If not, we have done it in the past. We will do it again. We don't want to do it.
Do you see what we used to say? It is boasting. People that committed genocide with the direct help, express permission of Britain. Now they are boasting. We killed you people before, we are going to do it again. And all that Britain will be telling Facebook is we are making hate speech, inciting violence. But look at this one on the national television, boasting that they killed us before, they committed genocide against us before, they are going to do it again. No, this is love speech. Britain will not go tell them, no, you are inciting violence. No. That is why you see any Biafran that doesn't support what we are doing, before God and man, you are lesser than cockroach. You are nothing. I say you are nothing. I don't consider you a human being. It doesn't matter what you have. I don't even look at it. You are simply nothing. You don't exist in my presence. Because when you see all these things, it doesn't touch you that look, we need to fight for ourselves, for our survival. Now then, you are just simply nothing. You are a non-entity. You must continue.
So we are passing a word of warning. They said a word is enough for the wise. I repeat, compensation must be paid for every penny, for every dime that has been lost by a northerner. Be him a Fulani man, be him a Hausa man, be him a TV man.
Okay, listen here. Do you see where I say they are advanced politically more than us? Look at the TV. They are calling Fulani and TV. Now they are one people. Do you see it? Do you see what I'm saying? TV people, they are slaughtering every day, cat and mouse. Now in this stance, now they take them, oh, we are one people. Do you see the politics they are playing? That is why, I used to say this. When we should have our people made a very great mistake during the time of Ken Saro-Wiwa, we say things here that you go and think about it, and you will come back to say that what we say is right. When they sentenced Ken Saro-Wiwa to death, he came to Igbo people per se. We are one. He came to Igbo people in Enugu to announce and say, save me or this and that. But we harbored our so-called elders that saw that what they used to see sitting down, that we younger generations don't see it while climbing a skyscraper. But they didn't see it tomorrow. That was the perfect time to unify everybody. Do you understand what I mean? Igbo people should have gathered and saved the Ken Saro-Wiwa, no matter he fought against us. That would have been, after that, save him, just like what Mazi Kanu did with Father Maka. Direct. It doesn't matter what happened before. Once you save him, now you see it's him that will come and cry and say blood is thicker than water. There, that time, from there, Niger Delta rubbish, everything will stop. Direct. I'm Igbo, I'm not Igbo. I'm Ejo, I'm not Igbo. Everything would have stopped. Direct. But people that are political now, we harbor yes. There are sometimes you meander politically in order to save the future. That is what we preach here. That is what Mazi Kanu have been doing. He instituted something that none of us knew before. Is after we are realizing our mistakes as a people. Had it been that time we saved Kenya, because had it been that time Igbo political juggernauts, had it been they stood up and said, no, this thing you cannot kill this man, he will be saved. When he becomes saved, now we come inside, draw him inside and make reconcile. That it would have been automatic reconciliation. But no. No, that is lack of politics. That's why look at this man. He opened his mouth. He used to eat to drink fura de nuno and call that them and TV they are the same. Even if you kill TV, as if we have any problem with TV. TV people are one of the worst victims of the Fulani atrocities. But here in this, he just pretending as if they are together. Do you see it? Do you see how politics work? Sometimes, it used to pain me. You will see politicians of Biafra and they will come in their public statement, they will be dividing us more. What of the South, the Niger Delta? We are not we are not talking about we, the Southeast. They shrink and divide us the more because these people don't understand politics. They don't. If you talk, they tell you that what they see in one day, you cannot see it in 1,000 years. And I start wondering, what are these people seeing that is making them to be committing all these blunders? Do you remember the clip I played? Harold Smith. He's a director. He worked a labor minister, worked on statistics. He said the British, they worked hard. They never wanted the Oduduwa and Biafra to work together politically. Otherwise, it will be to the detriment of British interests. And that division has been going on till today. Do you see why I always say that man can create? You see, Britain created us, and we continue behaving like that without trying to, adjust and redeem ourselves. We continue like that. But this generation of IPOB, Oduduwa, and Ambazone, we have understood because we made the research. Any person that come and tell you we heard that if you have spit on that person, because they are the people that put us into this mess we are in. They don't understand how to play politics of our survival, of our interests. You will see them coming out on television and radio. I'm not talking about Southeast. You South, you Niger Delta. The same. And you start wondering, these people are dividing us. They are dividing us more and more through their pronouncements. Do you understand me? Let me continue, please.
Be him an Arago man or any other tribe that is in the north that any of his property or life has been destroyed, the state governors will be responsible and they must pay us. If they don't, they should not blame us for whatever action we will take. We are passing a word of warning and we are giving a 30 days ultimatum from today.
Now, if you settle down and watch.
Okay. Have you ever seen any of our politician or political class? These are criminals. I don't call them politicians anyway. Have you ever seen any of them coming to defend our collective interests and say it doesn't matter it doesn't matter the job people, it doesn't matter Efiko. What we are asking is one thing. If not IPOB or Radio Biafra or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have you ever seen a mainstream political class of Igbo, of Ijo, defending our generality of whether Igbo or Ijo all the same? Have you seen it? Please, you tell me. Instead, people that live in equatorial forests, they behave sometimes, behave very, very solitary way. Selfishness, so that you don't want to share anything with your brother. At least if it is only you grab it all. So why will you defend the Ijo? Why should you defend the Nkole? No, they are different. Oh, Ijo, no, you cannot defend Igbo. Oh, Igbo, they are Igbo. So these are, they call us primitive. I'm telling you, people that come from equatorial forests that don't know what politics is all about. What matters to them is even cheat your brother, play your brother, even if it means divide as far as you can grab something. All these things is what we are preaching against here on this hallowed platform. We should be one. We are one people, and our interest should be one. Do you understand? We should be in a bunch. No south or west, south or south, Niger Delta, this and that. Our leader took time in order to preach and address this issue. Look at, do you see it? The caliphate, the Fulani, the people they are killing every day. But when they want to make a stand, they will gather them, say, we are all one. It doesn't matter. But tomorrow, how many times they try to kill Governor Tom? A sitting governor. TV people, they are slaughtering them. People in different states, like Niger State, they kill them. Here they are trying to make it look like they are one, protecting them. We must continue. Excuse me. Let me play another clip. You know, I'm talking about between politics of intimidation and appeasement. Now, look at Igbo politician. Listen to him, please. Listen.
We are not intimidating the North. North, we are not intimidating you. We are appealing that we know that you have conscience. We know that you appreciate a sense of justice. We know that you appreciate a sense of equity. We are pleading with you, if that is what you want. Allow the Southeast to produce a president of Nigeria.
Dissatisfied with the stereotypes and alleged blackmail, the Iowa Consultative Forum says the North will not allow itself to be blackmailed anymore, and neither is it afraid of the country's breakup. The forum, in a statement, warns that gone are the days when Northerners felt blackmailed and intimidated by threats of restructuring, secession, or breakup of Nigeria. The ACF also says the North is not and has never been opposed to the election of any Nigerian from any part of the country as president, maintaining, however, that anything that will be done to achieve that must be in accordance with the laws of Nigeria and democratic principles. Now, this comes as Southeast leaders, Southern and Middle Belt leaders are all clamoring for the presidency to be zoned to the region. They say the quest for an Igbo presidency in 2023 is morally and historically justifiable. Well, for more on this, I'm glad to be joined in the studio by Professor Charles Mwakiaku, who is the secretary of the Igbo Elders Consultative Forum, and he joins us right away. Prof, let's talk about how the ACF seems to be replying to all your statements alongside with the Southern Middle Belt Elders Forum, Leaders Forum that have been meeting. The North says it's not afraid of Nigeria breaking up because the Southern leaders have been breathing over its neck. What do you have to say?
Thank you so much. Well, I don't think any person is intimidating the North. We are actually saying the obvious. We are saying Northern Elders Forum, we are all witnesses here that a number of times in 2015 you said that it was the turn of the North to produce the president, and we supported them. And so we are saying that, look, for the sake of equity, fairness and justice, they should support us. And it is not only this time. If we go down the memory lane, as I said before, for the sake of repeating myself, you remember before independence, Chief Anthony Anahoro moved a motion for self-independence. The North wasn't ready. And as I said, I've said it before, I briefly said that, the North wasn't ready. But for the sake of peace, unity and progress and equity, the South agreed to wait for the North.
Are you seeing it? And can somebody call me and tell me that it's right? We wait for people that want to stay in Stone Age. We wait for the sake of peace, equity, and justice. They are not ready, so we wait for them. Is it not what is still going on today? Are we not waiting for them? Now, waiting for them, we become relegated to the background. Our people don't understand what is politics. Our people think that politics is just like you make money and start you go to marriage ceremony and start spreading money. You know, it's your money, you hold it, so you spread it as you want. That is not politics. Politics is a different ball game altogether. You understand? Do you see how the Europeans do? They are feroz when it comes to politics, when it comes to defending their people, when it comes to stealing and scavenging worldwide in order to defend and feed their people. They become so brutal. They don't care. They don't mind whether you die or not. They crush you. That is politics. Do you understand? Our people, the way we did, that is why I say they took us as a, and maybe rightly, until Ipob came into the scene. Primitive Neanderthals that live in equatorial forest, that once you make money, you start spreading it. You think that politics is like that? We waited for them. We have been waiting for them. Now they relegate us to the background for equity. Equity, just say, who cares about equity? Once it comes to defending your people, the interests of your people, we should be brutal and feroz about it. There's no two ways about it. Because if you don't do that, once the thing is taken out from you, you are gone. No person in this world, as I say, I used to shout it. It's a world of exploitation. The others will continue. All you do is lament. Who cares about you? Who cares? In this world we are today, in a world of tigers and hyenas and any kind of dangerous species. Let's listen, I beg.
It was actually Dr. Nnamdi that said, look, appeal to the West. We had 3 regions then. Western region, Eastern region, and Northern region. We waited for the North. That was a great sacrifice. I want to say again that,
and we continue sacrificing.
Even in 1999, you remember what happened? That one, Southwest, after the cancellation of June 12, 1993 presidential election. They also accepted. That was for the sake of equity, justice, and fairness. That in 1999, it was a son of Igbo man, His Excellency, Dr. Alese Kweme, former vice president, that formed Group 34, that eventually metamorphosed into PDP.
The G34.
Yes, he was set to pick the presidential ticket, but other Nigerians, championed by the North, said, look, let's compensate the Southwest.
We agree. Sacrificial lamb. Okay. That is why they tell you, go and kill your people for the sake of peace, equity, and justice for others. You go and kill, Governor Dave Omah, he said, we are elected not to do the wishes of the people. Do you see that type of idiocy? Do you see that? Do you see that? Every time we have to, inconvenience ourselves just for the sake of equity, and we continue killing ourselves, dying. Oh, let us do it. No, they are these people, they know how to play on our weakness. Now just do it now. We know Igbo people now. You people, even if you don't get it now, don't worry. Later you get it. Okay. We will allocate billions to you. I said, he will sell the whole race. Now all of us are suffering. He said, this man doesn't shame for the sake of equity. Does the Fulani do anything for the sake of equity or justice or fairness? No, they positioned us, is our own so-called elders that positioned us as a sacrificial lamb for others to rise. Do you see what we are suffering? Continue, please.
Agreed. We compensated the Southwest. I've also said so, despite the fact that we have Section 14, subsection 3, that talks about that whatever government and its agencies do should reflect the federal character. That thing has actually helped the North tremendously. If you see jump cutoff, the cutoff for Anambra State is not the cutoff for Borno. It's not the cutoff for Imo. we pay that due. Our people are denied admission just to accommodate the North.
Are you seeing it? Which means all these things are with them, all these so-called elders, and they agreed. Now later, you know anything they say, no, just for the well-being, for peace and tranquility in Nigeria, they will agree, no problem. That is why they build the dry dock in Kanu. When you raise your voice, then you are Nigerians now. Look, you build the things in the north. Yeah, people build the skyscrapers in the north. Just allow peace and tranquility, justice and equity. Allow us. They will say, okay. They build the naval base. You want to talk that, Nigeria doesn't make sense. You understand? And our politicians are the most stupid set of people on earth. I'm telling you. When I say this, I don't mince words. When I say our politicians, I always capitalize. I say these people, they didn't fall down from heaven. They come out from the people. They come out from among us, which means it portrays our type of behavior. It might be painful to the ear, but it's the truth. Otherwise, you cannot be telling me every politician, every Igbo politician will behave the same. And you are telling me, no, they are being charmed, they are being this and that. That is rubbish, bunkum. This is the behavior of the people, because these politicians come out from the people. Look at what this man is saying. That they inconvenience our own people, their own people, so that others will catch up, and for the interest of Nigeria, peace and tranquility. Don't you see that even if in history, this person, they are stupid. If you see them, you pour them acid. That exactly. Because their actions are stupidity, foolishness. Okay, the cutoff mark, you score 130 in Imo, in Anambra. They deny you admission. Now you score only 2 in Borno. They'll tell you no, it's peace and tranquility now. Just allow our people. Our people don't know anything. Allow them. And you say, okay, don't worry. You go and talk to your people. Don't worry. You people that are clamoring, cool down. Let them go for peace and tranquility. What type of stupidity is that? What type of, is there any more stupidity than this? No. Listen, please.
If you go to the recruitment into the civil service, our people that do perform better in exams are deprived of opportunity in order to carry every section of the country along.
You see that they know these things that are happening to us is these so-called elders. They knew all these things. They know it is with their accord, with their agreement that all these things are happening to us. That is why they don't clamor. That is why when we are shouting, clamoring, they put the fear, because it was an agreement. It was agreements between them and the caliphate. Your people will be inconveniencing. Otherwise, if you leave us, we run faster. So they don't need, just like you are going with you have a sports car. You carry your sports car. Maybe you are going with traveling with a 911. This old Mercedes 911 on the road. It block your road. You want to go far? No, a block. There is no way you will follow him. You'll be going at 50. You understand? So that is the truth. No, now when you are driving your sports vehicle, your sports car that should be doing even almost 200, and you are traveling with you are following a 911, blocking your road in a nice express road, doing 50. How do you see it? This is what these people have agreed on our behalf, that we should be slowed down so that the north will come up. Do you see it? And in this case now they carry everything. Now they took over everything. And now we are lamenting. Do you see the reason why our so-called elders, they don't even talk about it? Oh, we don't have a seaport. They don't talk about it. Instead, we don't have a port. Instead, they will go and organize something in Anambra and say, oh, this is your international airport. To deceive our own people even. To deceive, they engage in deception of their own people. Oh, do you see it? Continue this.
So if you go to promotion the same thing, and as I said before, the criteria for admitting into the recruitment into the military, it was 5 credit before, it was lower to accommodate the North. We are saying that what was good for the gays should be good for the gender. We are not intimidating the North. North, we are not intimidating you. We are appealing that we know that you have conscience.
Do you see?
We know that you appreciate a sense of
all into Almajiri beggars. Do you see in a national television? This one is appealing. No, we beg you. How? Which means we are their mercy. You have accommodated them, giving them everything, inconveniencing our collective interests. Destroying our collective interests. Now you want them reciprocate. Give us a presidency now. Oh, we appeal to your conscience. Honestly, I'm telling you honestly. These people, I don't know. I gonna born. Eluna lie gonna born all the time, because these people they want to destroy us as a people. These so-called elders, they are destroying us as a people. Look at what he's enumerating. Oh, even if we are the best, we score high, but we are not taken. Oh, and we kept quiet. Just we try to accommodate you. Do you see that? Which means all these our misfortunes, they signed it. That is it. Let me play a bit because I don't want to continue. Our time are fast spent.
Justice. We know that you appreciate the sense of equity. We are working with you if that is what you want. Yeah, allow this act is to produce a president of Nigeria, not just that, not just for the sake of peace, equity and fairness. We are also saying that Nigeria is where she is today because of maladministration. Yeah. See, wait. After the war, it doesn't matter the amount an Igbo man had in the bank, you will take only 20 pounds. Apart from using hunger as an instrument of war. But within 3 years, Igbo people came up. Even the money we made through our personal sweat, we use it to develop every part of the country. So the Igbos are asking for justice. The Igbos are asking for equity. The Igbos are asking for fairness. We are not intimidating the North. We don't believe in violence.
Okay, Prof. I will stop here, please. And I will open my lines for Biafrans to call in. Because these are the problems we are having. This, I call them garbages. You see, these so-called old people, old elders, call themselves elders. They are garbages, honestly. Look at how the man is shamelessly enlisting. Oh, we suffer the inconvenience. We suffer our people inconvenience in order to accommodate you. Now, please give us a presidency. Honestly. The Nigerian politics is based on that of intimidation or division or appeasement. It depends on which category one falls into. It is very unfortunate that the Nigerian politicians of Biafra origin fell into the category of appeasement, while the Fulani Caliphate is on the category of intimidation through division. The Caliphate poses as the defender of the entire Northerners, why they are dealing with the indigenous population there, the Fulani dealing with the indigenous population. But when they come out, they will pose as if they are protecting all of them. Whereas they are ransacking, they put their foot soldiers ransacking everywhere in the north, the indigenous population. Can't you rise up? Eh? How can the Caliphate pretend to be protecting this indigenous population, including TV of Benue, while sending their foot soldiers, that is the Fulani herdsmen, known as bandits, to be massacring and slaughtering them on daily basis? Do you know that Zamfara state is also populated by Hausa people with some members of Gwari, Kamuku, Kambare, Dukawa, Basawa, and Zebama ethnic communities. But for you, you think it's only Hausa and Fulani as you think. But these people are under the mercy of the Fulani. But they will come out to portray that, oh, we are all one. They say, look at how we call it, even TV. TV. The politics of appeasement being played by the political class of Igbo extraction should be a sign to us that our continuous being part of the Nigerian setting will eventually turn us into something worse than Almajiri. Do you understand? When the political class is begging for a political position or for political positions in a country they call theirs, what message are they sending out? It means that we, the people, should be begging for our rights in the Nigerian setting. We always beg, we will be begging. That is what they want to turn us into. You don't have right, you beg. Look at your politicians. If your politicians can be begging, who are you? If you're on the road, you talk, one Almajiri, one Fulani police or military will cock gun and shoot you, and nothing will happen. That is what they are doing. But this is why we must double our efforts and join hands together in order to get out of this system where we are being gradually turned into beggars. The time is now. If you don't, you a Biafran, it doesn't matter whether you are a Jaw, a Gala, if you can, as a Biafran, join what you are doing. Other indigenous people, don't be deceived in the middle belt. Don't be deceived by their pronouncement, the Fulani pronouncement that you are not, you are protected. No, rise up and do what you should in order to liberate yourselves, as Biafras we are doing, because they are Fulanizing each and every one of you. That is the reality. This is where I'm going to stop, and I will go into few minutes break, so that when I come back I will open my lines so that Biafrans will talk and air their views. Don't go away.
Realized that if we take away Africans from practice and move them to theory, they realized that if we take away Africans from practice and move them to theory, we will be creating a labor force for ourselves. So they brought a school system which did not promote thinking but promoted remembering.
Say that again.
They brought a school system which did not promote thinking but promoted remembering, for the sake of creating good employees who don't think but can remember. Okay?
Right.
So they brought a school system where you learnt useless things. Homo habilis. Who was Shaka's mother? What is the longest river in Africa? Tell me, what is the use of that rubbish? Okay? So you went into school and you were studying how many times Muslims pray per day.
Yeah.
You wake up at night to study how many times Muslims pray per day. So you memorize photosynthesis. You memorize how many teeth a dog has. You memorize everything. And at the end of the day, what did they produce? They produced someone who was a container of useless knowledge. A container of useless knowledge.
Right.
That is why today we have doctors who have been independent for 55 years. Have you heard that there are vaccines being made by Zambian doctors? So you walk out of medical school as someone who knows when to give Panadol, how to take temperature. You are a doctor who is a Panadol distributor, and it's not your fault, the education system. Okay? You have professors in this country, in the School of Forestry at Copperbelt University. We have lived with Mukula tree since God created the world. All they know is how to label the parts of the tree. They don't know the value of the tree.
Yeah.
Okay? So when this mission succeeded, then they came to set up industries. And when they set up industries, Who was the laborer? The graduate from the school of remembering. Okay. Someone who would remember how to dig, where to dig. Someone who would remember how to cut a tree and how many pieces. Someone would remember. And they rewarded you with a bribe called a salary, and we became comfortable.
Right.
So when they come into Africa, what are they coming to do? They are coming to reap your resources, and you are a means of production. So this is what made Africa poor.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa-Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, and today is the 17th day of May 2022. Do not forget that tomorrow our leader will be going to court. We should do the needful. Those that are on the ground, they know what to do. And tomorrow will be the lockdown in Biafra land in respect of our leaders' court outing. Please do not be deceived. If you are going, please use your brain. We are Biafrans. As the Fulani Caliphate, they are boasting on what can be found on the ground, what gold and silver that is deposited on the ground, which they cannot manufacture the machine to bring it out. We Biafrans, we boast of our brain, what is in our head. Nothing more. We have many things on the ground, under the ground, but we don't boast about it. You understand? That is why when people say, no, what of the oil? We attack oil, attack bomb crude oil, we laugh. Say, no. Don't think that this is what we want, or the only thing that that we can do. No. We use our brain. That is the thing. And we can boast of our brain. If you're a human being, you can boast of brain. You are on top. That is the reality. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. Is written on, pinned on the Facebook page, Radio Biafra. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a first caller on Signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal.
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you from here.
There we go.
Mazi, may Chukwu Kabia bless you. That anytime you come in this platform, you will continue to speak, and we, the listeners, also will continue to be the doers, and also continue to lead our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, give him the strength to bring this struggle that we are fighting to a good end. Most especially, even as he's coming to court tomorrow, I pray Chukwu Kabia should give him victory and give all Biafrans victory. That his name and his name alone will be glorified. This is my prayer, and so shall it be in the name of Chukwu Kabia. He said, Mazi, I just want to please allow me to make this first announcement concerning our 30th of May. Please follow Biafrans Lovers of Freedom. IPOB Austria want to remind us about the Biafran Heroes and Heroes Day, which is on 30th of May, and we are all lovers of freedom, and all Biafrans, well-wishers, good friends, to come and join us on that particular day, which is on Monday. And where we are going to host this 30th of May is in Graz, Steiermark. So all road is leading to Graz. The address of the venue is Lazarus Gasse number 5. I repeat, Lazarus Gasse number 5, 8020 Graz, Austria. Time 12 noon. And also we have a telephone number, please. If you want to contact us, the telephone number is +43 664 4932 781. I repeat for the last time, telephone number is +43 664-4932-781. And as you come to join us that day, may Chukwu Kabiama bless you and bless your household. He said, Mazi, the truth about what is happening to our people. We have suffered enough and we've seen enough that these elders these people have brought themselves to nothing. This is why Fulani can talk to any. This is why Fulani can be proud enough to do to them whatever they want, they like. They humiliate them. Look at how people that call themselves elders are begging a man who is not even being worthy to stand before, even stand where they can even I don't know how to say this in Mazi. It is shameful. You're begging for a country that you call your own. Begging what you said it belongs to you. You see, when we tell these people that they are not worthy to be our elders, people thought maybe we are insulting them, and it doesn't matter. They beg. Our destination is Biafra, and Fulani knows that there is nothing that will stop us with this agitation we are in. No, Jupiter. It's either Biafra or one of us will die. It doesn't matter what they do in that country or the zoo. That country. Fulani will use the same terrorists they used to destroy the country. And if a man going to repair, is it this thing that Fulani has destroyed completely? Where is he going to start? My brother Jonathan, well, you see that these people are not representing us. They can write whatever they want to write. Fulani cannot give the presidency. You see that they respect themselves now and understand what we are telling them. Or at the end, all of them will come back in shame. What is it that they can be said? Serve the zoo and come back in shame. They don't really know what it is. They are supposed to know that our children say this thing you are going to. We don't want it.
Very pathetic indeed.
Mazi, bless you. We must continue to fight until Biafra is being restored. Thank you, Mazi.
Of course, we should. And that is what we are doing. Thank you very much, my brother. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Mazi, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi, I hear you clearly. Let me say this evening.
One of our real elders, not Ndinaga, ne beg to appease. Go on, Mazi, please.
Yes, let me first of all thank you. For sometimes I'm not on air because of my health, but all the same.
Sorry.
Yes. It is unfortunate. I'm telling you, and our people, even you are talking today, they don't understand what you are saying. Our elders, they don't understand. So I am saying, I am suggesting, because I'm not a leader of this movement, we need to cleanse our nation, Biafra. I'm telling you the truth. We need to clear these so-called elders from our ways. See, Dr. Nnamdi waited for Tafawa Balewa, who was controlled by Ahmadu Bello, before we get our independence. And today, we are waiting for the Fulanis to come up from primary school to secondary school, so that we now move together with them, setting our people backwards. This is my question. See, somebody who said he's a professor. Do you hear what he's saying? What he's saying, they will just call him and say, okay, ring this election for us. And they give the idiot money and he close his mouth. I think enough is enough. Let us sacrifice sacrifice all these elders, and so that our children can move forward. We are talking of getting our own freedom, and these people keeps on enslaving us, and we have time to listen to these useless people. Look, somebody like Petrobi going to the grave of Tawafa of Belewa to pray, and he will come back to this part of the country, and it's highly time for us to start stoning these idiots. These people, they don't know their left and right. Just imagine, we are waiting for the people rearing cattle. We are waiting for them to become civilized like us. God that created us and created them know the reason. These people are wicked. We waited for them. Now they took everything, and we are begging. When they came in 1800 or so, I don't remember exactly. Is it 1804?
Yeah, of course.
They only 4 years they finished with the Habe houses. Only 4 years. And see the system they are using. Saying Nigeria belongs to them. These people that we don't know where they come from. Even naturally, you look the map of Nigeria. Is it not divided into 3? I don't know who joined us together. So, my brother, I don't have much to say. I thank you. Where will we start? Is it our clergymen? Please. We are finished. Let us do away with these idiots and let our children move forward.
Of course.
All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. They want us to wait until the Fulani take over our land, everything. We continue waiting for them to finish homogenize our land, or everybody will be turned into as they are doing. In one community in Enugu, I said I was dismayed seeing our own Igbo people celebrating Salah, wearing kaftan and this their Islamic women jalabia of Afghanistan. And you say we wait for them. Caller on signal, hold on. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Caller on direct line, go on. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. No, it's gone. Caller on signal, go on, please. Welcome to the program.
Mas, good evening. My name is Mazi Johnathan. I'm calling from my location. I'm from Ohajima is in Imo Province, Biafra land. Mas, this evening I'm here to commend all Biafrans all over the world. I pray and urge them to march forward. We will march relentlessly forward and make sure that Biafra is restored. We are not going back. Mas Nnamdi said, even though it remain one man and one woman, they should continue and enjoy Biafra. What am I saying this evening? Mazin, like our elders, I will start from our elders first. See, our elders, they say that the youth are the future leaders of tomorrow. Now we are the leaders of tomorrow, and we the youth want to take the broom by the horn. You people can no longer speak on Abia, because for over 60 years now, you people have spoke, and all you people are speaking is for your own selfish gain, not for the gain of the youth. For how long we will continue watching you people, to be reading our features? We said enough is enough. All our elders, being the governor, being the senate, being whatever you call yourself, the clergymen, enough is enough. We the youth want to take our future to our hand. Now another thing is, Mazi Johnathan posted something this evening and said that the leader of the Northern Forum, Northern Elders Forum, said that if you want to go, we should go. It's not today we have been making it clearly to them that we want to go. The Northern should set a date for referendum if they are sincere. We want to leave Nigeria today and not tomorrow. Not them coming today to talk one thing and tomorrow they will say on another. We want to leave Nigeria. And them, like Mohammed saying that they want to ban Facebook. Like Mohammed should bear it in mind that we are Biafrans. Even though Facebook stopped all IPOB members in Facebook, they can never stop Biafra restoration. As long as internet is functioning, we will create our own and still be broadcasting and still be saying and be publishing all their evil they are doing in Nigeria. Because if they say that we are carrying out hate speech, then they are carrying out hate action and hate speech. Which one is more than hate action? Because they are the one killing. We never kill anybody. We love even the Fulani. We love Hausas, we love Yorubas, we love everybody. We wanted to do business in our land, but not the Fulani that will go into our bush to be killing our people, killing our mothers, raping our young women and even the old women. That is why we say enough is enough. So if they say we are carrying out hate speech, they are carrying out hate action. They have killed Deborah. They want to kill another one. Who have they come out and say we have killed? We never kill anybody. The world, no matter what is going on in the world, nobody can stand up and say the truth. But no matter if they like, they should speak. If they don't like, they should not. We are Biafrans, and this generation of Biafra, we stand firm to make sure we restore Biafra. It doesn't matter what anybody can say. If they like, they should call us terrorists. God knows that we are not. They call Mandela terrorists. They call all the freedom fighters terrorists. At the end, they stood and fought and get what belongs to them. We are not fighting what is in Britain. We are not fighting what is in EU. We are not fighting what is in Yoruba or in Hausa. What we are fighting is what is in Biafra land, and that is what we gain. And nobody born of a woman will stop us. So no matter what they say, if they like, they should remove all of us this night. We are going to create our own and make it more better than what they think of. Mas, thank you for picking my call. Bless you. Mas, another thing, please, if there is any way we will stop these infiltrators going around in Biafra land, burning people's property, please, Mas, I'm pleading to the leadership of Ipob. I know that we have been trying. The leadership have been working so hard, but if there is a way we will stop those going around burning the people's shop. When unknown government started, the real unknown government, they are not burning people's property. But since Ekperima started his group in Biafra land, they are going around burning people's things, destroying people's property. Mas, I'm pleading, if there is a way leadership, we look into that and stop those, because they can never be more than the indigenous people. How many are those nonsense or no government in Biafra land? God bless you, man, for picking my call. Thank you very much, sir.
There will remain blessed. Thank you very much. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. No, the line is caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening. Yeah, Mazi.
Caller on WhatsApp. I'm talking. Caller on Signal. Please hold on. I'll come to you. Mazi, go on, please. Call on WhatsApp. I think it's
Mazi. Yeah, Mazi. Good evening, Mazi. It has been a long few months now. I've never talked on your program. And Mazi, thank you for the job you are doing for us. And good evening, all Biafrans around the world. My name is Paul, calling from Gabon. I want to tell all Biafrans that we must remain resolute. We must stand firm for our freedom. Everybody can see that our leader, Mazi Johnathan, has done the job, and he continue doing it in DSS dungeon. The remaining job left for us to make sure that the world they pull out from our land, because if you see what is happening around the zoo, you will know that we are fighting the world, not only Fulanese or Britain. Because what is happening in the Biafran land, what is happening in the zoo, they are not talking about it. You see what's happening this morning, where they put bomb in Kanu. I cannot even. I was touched when I saw that video online, where our small children blood are running out of them. So Mazi, I want to tell my people, I want to tell our Biafrans in the north, this is not a joke anymore. Our leader Mazi Johnathan has been saying this thing for many years now, and our people still, I don't know what, our people are difficult to understand things. I don't know why. We are the one causing problem. I want to tell Biafrans in the north to, I want to tell them that they should open their eyes and do the needful. Why our people are so daft? Why our people are so daft? They are still remaining in the north. Those rubbish happen in the north, and they keeping the children yet unborn, and they this new generation in danger. I don't know why. So our people, the coordinators around the world, must stand firm, because this 30th May, we must show the world that we are still on ground, and we must go home. And the people must know that it's not a matter of shooting gun. It's a matter of say that we don't need the zoo anymore. You can see that the zoo, they are going street, as I said. They are going street, no going back about it. Biafra wants to come, and tomorrow is the due day. No movement. Everywhere no movement, because they must release our leader Mazi Johnathan. They must set him free, and they must set Biafra free, and they must give us our referendum. Is what we are asking for. It's not called for war. What we are asking for, because, and you will see what these politicians in the east are doing, because they know that Biafra has come, and these people is the major problem we have in Biafra land, and they must go down. There is no going back. I want to tell them, our leader Mazi Johnathan say that they will do everything. They will do everything. You will do everything. Britain will do everything. But later, and they will kill us, and we will kill them. Later, Biafra will come. I want to tell Biafrans all over the world to remain resolute. Ipob, we are on ground. We are 7 steps ahead of them. They cannot do anything, and Biafra was to come. Whether they like it or not, they must give us our referendum. Not to talk about referendum in television. They are sending military to Eastern region, east our land, and while the north are burning, they are bombing everywhere in the north. You cannot see that hear that they are sending military in the north, but they are sending military to the south because they want to Islamize us. It cannot happen. Never. Biafran land cannot be Islamized, or this war will come to an end. So, Mazi, thank you for the opportunity you give to me. All I want to say to Biafrans, everybody must stand firm, we must remain resolute, and they must release our leader, Mazi Johnathan. Thank you, and remember bless all Biafrans around the world.
Remain blessed too. Thank you very much. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yeah, I can tell you. Good evening, Mazi Johnathan.
There.
Yeah. I'm calling from, my name is Uche, I'm calling from my location. Yeah, I want to say something about Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Information. You know, that man, for him to have said what he said, this man has given every light, every proof that he is among them that commands this terrorism happening in this country. That man is an evil man. It will never be well with him. He will die a shameful death. So I'm using this avenue and this platform to inform our governors, old Eastern governors, that it's high time for them to wake up. It's high time for them to wake up. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. We must continue. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Can I hear you, sir? Good evening.
Yeah, well, Mazi, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Shebere. I'm calling from Benin Republic. I'm from Enugu State. So, thank you for today's program. I thought you would be on program yesterday. I was expecting a program, but I either listened to our last program of our leader. I'm so glad. Mazi, you know what I found about this issue? You see, it's like the scorecard of Nigeria is based on Fulani meat. That meat, the Fulani supplies Nigeria. You know, there's a program held by
That time our leader was not religious. A man called me, said that he was into cow business, so he gave it to Hausa people. So Hausa people told him in a year they couldn't multiply. After he told him that they know how to do the cow business, they have to hand it over to Fulani people. Then the Fulani told him that they have to do a sacrifice. Then if you take 40 cows inside the bush, they will come back 80. If you take that 80 back inside the bush, it's a Yoruba man that made this call. He said that since 1992, him and his family is no more eating Fulani cow. So if you take 80 back to the bush and come back, it will be 160. So I was expecting, because I'm living here, so I don't know how that Nnamdi give birth to only one in a year. So all this number we are consuming, how come there's still quantity? That after hearing that thing, I thought that the whole Nigeria had been like living on spell by the Fulani. That's why we cannot come together. There are outside people, everybody is going one on one. I don't understand. And mostly those elders, those and all of them, they call them elders and elite my food. You know what about them? All of them get gift of cow from Fulani people almost every year. I don't know exactly. That's from my own experiment and analysis. I thought the main problem of all these elders are Fulani who come it. That is the one bold step the doers have made that I'm so glad about. If we call this Fulani meat for 6 months without eating that Fulani meat for 6 months, I'll tell you our thinking faculty will change automatically. How come people reason like animals? You see, Nigeria, it does not like Nigeria. I will say it every day. I say here I'm living now, the Fulani people, they killed one man and the village rose up and slaughtered more than 500 Fulanis and their cow. The government came and begged them, please stop, before they could stop the riot. The Fulani order ran away. So they don't have, only in Nigeria where they have power. I don't know why. What's happened to us? What is wrong with our people, for God's sake? You know, I think what I find out, Igbos living outside Nigeria are more together than people living in Nigeria. Outside the country, we can be one people. We can fight together, do everything. But in Nigeria, we cannot. That's why I find out that maybe it's that number that costs everything. Thank you for today's program. Thank you very much. Well, that's my own opinion.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you.
We must continue in exposing the lies of the Nigerian government, Garba Shehu, all of them, the caliphate, in making sure that our eyes are open so that we fight our fight. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal, Mazi, can you hear me? Mazi Kensilo Zirbo, can you hear me? Caller on signal, you are there. Can you hear me? Don't know why you keep mute, but we must continue. I think we are heading towards the end of this program. What is happening? The way our so-called elders have turned us or want to turn us into, it is for us to remove ourselves from it. That is what we are doing. Otherwise, in the next few decades, we become, you know, lesser than the Almajiris. You see how the Fulani destroyed the Hausa-Service? Caller on WhatsApp, you're going to be the last caller. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp.
Thank you so much, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Sinda Nakwarem. Sir, I am so happy that we have conquered already. I should start referencing the disintegration in between the Fulanis and the Hausas that took place just about 8 years since the inception of IPOB and our leader Mazi Johnathan. You know, each time you came, let me just say, from the first time you set up your, you know, slogan of calling these people Hausa Fulani, I become angry with that. I say, what do you mean? But one day I now give attention. I say, no, I have to listen to you and understand why you are saying it. Then I sat down. I give attention to your topic that day about, I think you made a topic about diversity and strength. I don't know the grammar Nigeria used to call it, you know, but you simplified everything and give out a straight point that made me to realize that, okay, these people only find themselves inside, administratively walk into harness every other person's resources and all that. You understand? So at the end of the day, I am thanking God for people like you. Not just only that, I want to say something. I want to like let us understand one thing. You know, it is only you that even from the first time I heard the word exploitation, it was only you in this same platform that made me to understand what exploitation is. These people have never realized what is happening. You know, when we were playing this step you played now about this Fulani man who claims to be a Northerners, I was giving an idea to some other person who should have given me this audience to understand why I always ate, you know, to eat Fulani meat called the cow meat. But when I was telling a fellow this thing, and she automatically could not give attention, and these are graduates that we have around. So, but when she listened to this step this night, she was like, who is saying this? I said, just from the tone you can understand, from the accent you know who is talking. He said, I concocted this and put it. I said, listen, this is our radio. I opened up my phone and show him a live, you know, app of this our radio. And she gave me attention. At the end of the day, it now calm down. So why I'm saying this is that a lot of things are happening, and it is high time people begin to, you know, come close to understand what happened. This fellow is asking me, how many of us want us to, you know, be their slave? I said, how many of us have also this oil well that has been stolen from you people? And she was looking at me. If you don't want to be a slave to an Igbo man, then why is it that you think that Igbo man have your oil well? How many of us have your oil well? We are not interested of oil well. We are not interested of ruling Nigeria. We are not even interested of ruling the whole Nigeria or whatever indigenous within. Do you understand? All we want is our freedom, so that that development we are dashing them in the north that they are claiming now they are the one giving it. We take it back to Anambra, Enugu, even this Obele here in Ahoda that I am, a place called Obele in Ahoda here. The ordinary light, the companies here are not giving it to the society. All they want is that they bring this you, they give you money, they bring the other one, they give you money, they begin to fight each other. And somebody is still there proudly telling you that he owns all the or whatever natural resources that have been using to develop your own area. And you cannot sit up and find it, you know, very painful to defend yourself. And some people are taking it jokingly, like he's making mock of himself, forget that man, he cannot do anything. But this lady was killed just a week ago, and you are telling me forget that thing. Somebody just write on his reply, we need some prayer. I said, what kind of rubbish is this? They are killing you, they are messing you up, we are calling for prayers. What kind of prayers? Sit up and do something. So notwithstanding, I'm appreciating it that I have persons like you people have gone far to ridicule these people well from all their, you know, intended plans against this generation. I am so grateful for being a part of this movement. May God bless you, sir. I don't have much to say.
Thank you.
Good night and bye from there.
Bless. Caller on direct line. I want to take your call, but I don't know why. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? You have been calling. There, we'll go on, please. Go on.
Chika. Keep you alive for University of left for us. I can make a keep Hamarika alive for us. The savior of my time, the savior of my generation, our savior. Anybody who is still today that see that and doesn't know that Hamarika then be our savior for this time, for this generation. That was in the disease itself. Our liberator, Nnamdi. Mazi, the program of this night is very wonderful, Mazi. Mazi, you know, waiting to happen for us, waiting to happen to our life today. For that Jew. The people waiting say, na they sabi do 3 passes every other person for that our land. They sabi everything wey happen to us. They know. Even the seaport wey we no get everything they sabi because na the thing wey they negotiate so that they go really allow them to be good one Nigerian man. After they carry one Nigerian meeting for her, they waka up and down. These people doing the political beggars, Mazi. These people out then don't sell out. Then don't sell us finish for the Fulani Caliphate. But to thank God for Madike, the liberator where God don't give us, where they fight to liberate us from that zoo, to lead us to the promised land. Mazi, if this man may appear by this time, Mazi, we don't finish 100%. We don't finish 100%. But inside the hellfire where we did, Mazi, they fight to bring us out from that hellfire where we did, called zoo. Mazi, maybe it's nothing to happen. Mazi, now, if you tell me any man away that you say Mazi, even Fulani now away there for this occupation, they fight. Because the Fulani Mazi, I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. Because when they fight for their own survivor, because Mazi, he don't tell us to say this word, now the survivor of the people. This word is allowed. Conquest is they allow. Conquest is they allow. Land the history of the world, go and conquer and dominate and great. I really look all that. The play they do to conquer because they fight to get their own better place for their people in the future. I know they blame the Mazi. When we are here, they blame the people who wake up and then go do clippers. Where they carry white man grammar, they speak, they blue, as they blue and speak with their head. Make them come the England man or make them come the British man. No, Mazi. They think they speak in a white man's language. Forget their own language. The rest of this is them. Now, Mazi, you see, the so-called Christian for you, Mazi, them don't conquer them. The so-called Christians, them don't conquer them, Mazi. That's why I always say, anytime we want the petition ready for you, they make it. They need to forget to say when they urge the so-called religious leaders to pray for the Almighty Zoo to stand together. Because when they fight together with the Christian religious leaders, when they work together, then they walk out the same road, and they eat for the same table. So when they fight together, then they walk. Like the people where then they lead, where they go for their first every day, they beat band, they dance, they show their clothes, they show their motive. Where they hustle for that to do, buy. They sleep inside, they sleep, they go. They sleep, they don't wake up. So that they don't stand up and say, no, why doesn't it happen for us? So let them, they brainwash them, they sleep, they go, they dig their life and they sleep. They sleep more and more, man, they don't wake up. But if you produce the teachers, they walk. They carry all these sleeping men along, they walk with them. Mazi, you know go see work. The things you know go see work well with them. So that's why when they work with them together, they give them money, they give them policies, so that they protect them, so that they go forward, they worship their members every day for the Mazi. You see that Z, anything about security, they don't conquer the Mazi. I need to you.
Thank you, Mazi.
I need to you because their own God is going to say, make them know that if you don't match you, go to hell, know that to pray. the spirit of God, the God, but God is the spirit. That we need the spirit. We are going to come.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, please round up. I'm on the verge of closing.
Yeah, Mazi, I'm running up. Mazi, but the thank God for my DK. We will fight to the last. My DK, the leader to the promised land, Mazi. Mazi,
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. There we go. Caller on signal. Please make it 2 minutes. Please. I'm rounding up.
2 minutes.
There we go. 2 minutes, please.
Hey, Kichirozibo, calling from Morocco. Mazi, I greet this my elderly man Zumba and that other elderly man, Emmanuel. The other elderly man, they speak what elderly man supposed to speak against this our Eastern politician. Mazi, I want to go towards this the killing of that Sokoto. You know, upon all the whole condemn, the whole rich men condemn about this and the supporters. Do you know that the mother and the father of that girl so far they borrow money to pay 120,000 just to take that girl from Sokoto to bury her in Niger State? And you know, such a thing now is to see the trauma the family and what they are going through. The same people, the same allergic men, all those big top man, are the one that are telling the whole Nigeria and a secular state that they are blaspheming of their foreign religion must be red line. You know, this is, and the people have been thinking that they are joking. This is real. I see no reason why when somebody will go to learn school and from there he got his killing. This is in Nigeria we are. In NYC is in the terrorist list. INEC is in the terrorist list. These two people with the Boko Haram and the Islamic Iswa. But they push keeping them out. Mazi, one thing again we want to talk is about our P2B. Only ụlọ ya na-agba ọkụ ya na-achị oke. Mazi, Obiano do campaign that he will make Anambra to become Hong Kong. In 80 years he left. Now this man now wants to go a big Hong Kong before he cut out. The only way we see this elderly man speak today, this politician will get rid of them. And my ESM people, I'm telling you honestly, you people doing great job. See that number. Anyone that you see, when you get him done, take that to breathe, open that belly, open that stomach of that number. That Jafundi mother hot as they got one share for but everywhere like a born a cable. I got 1 million, 1 million, and when million I get to me. How about going with all the poor play? I want like the illegal like I found I gave and where you get more. And what do we get more? I'm not one and what shall be Mazi Johnathan, all her Biafra.
Almost her Biafra. Thank you very much, Mazi, for sticking to the time. Now we should understand that what is happening to us, what we are suffering as a people. The so-called elders, they are the cause, because it is the agreement. Considering what this man was blabbing, that they know that you know, our people, our people, we have more qualified people, but they have to restrain us, you know, so that the North they will come up for the interest of peace and equity. You know, that is stupidity. You have to bring down your people so that others will come. I said this sickness started from Nnamdi Azikiwe. It started from Azikiwe. I don't even know why I call him Insurance and Nnamdi. The sickness started from him. You see. So these are things we should take away from this tonight's program. that this, whenever we clamor, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave them lists of at least basic things that they should go to Aso Rock and get for us if they want him to lower his tone. And all they did is, to plan to kill him. Simple things. Other places have seaports. Open seaports for us, so that at least it will ease our doing business. International airport. Now they go out Anambra, they open, they say this is international, something that is not even complete. Local airport that is not completed. Where is the international? Who is any person landed to Anambra from any place without going through Lagos or any part of the north, Abuja? Why do these people think that you will just be deceiving your own people for the interest of outsiders? Is it not stupidity? That is what I call foolishness to the highest level. Only our people used to do it. How can you retard your own people so that others will come up? It started from a Nahoro, he put for a clamor for independence, and they now say they are not ready, and we have to wait for them to be ready, for them to come up. Oh, our people who are very intelligent, we score high, and they have to cut off and say lower their score, so that if they score 2 and we score 150, we will not go. We will say no, for peace and equity, for peace and unity. Oh yeah, for Nigeria's sake, leave them, let them pass. Somebody that mediocrity. Do you see the foolishness that our so-called elders are suffering from? They want to put us into what is more than beggars, almajiri. Do you understand? But we have risen up. No going back. Biafrans, join in what we are doing. Join whatever we are doing. Tomorrow I will be in court, and all eyes must be on desk. We must be at alert in anywhere we are. Those that are trying to bring confusion in what we are doing in our land, if the leadership give order, they will try to instigate another thing in order to bring confusion, so that to destroy this struggle. They are desperate. They are working with BBC. They are working with the Nigerian government. And that is the reality. Everybody have seen it. But IPOB, we are here. Our people's eyes are now open. You can never deceive them any longer. You can never turn them against IPOB, because all of us, the whole people, we are the people. IPOB is the people. So there is no way you can turn the people against themselves. It's impossible. Thank you for listening. Tomorrow is another day. Please, those that are calling, please stop calling. I will not pick the calls, please. Thank you for listening. Biafra is our ideology, is our religion, is everything we have. If you have any other ideology more than Biafra, know that you never started. Thank you. From me, Mazi Johnathan, from here, it is simply good evening.